What's up? What's up? Man, we finna do this thing tonight, man. We about to get the God Killer up in here. We about to see what his impressions of the conscious community have been. With his tenure in there, I think he's actually done. Realistically, I really think he's done some good. I think conscious community wise, I think his intentions are kind of fire to me, right? I think that's a part of really what brought me to become interested in the pseudo killers was their they were looking to debunk these misconceptions that we have in the conscious community, right? A lot of the ideas I think are, and when I'm talking about the ideas, I'm talking about the ideas in the conscious community. So I think that the ideas are, the agenda is actually admirable, right? I think that looking for ways to do Black unity, to promote Black love, to promote Blackness, right? All of that is, I think, admirable. I think it's key to our retaining our culture, right? So for us to have our own separate identity or other, away from other people groups that we share in proximity to. I think all that's important. Um, but I know that a lot of there's a lot of space in between the lines, right? If and when you begin to fill in the blanks, I think that you can write paragraphs in between these ideas as far as where they need to be improved, how they need to be updated, and most importantly, talking about how useful they are. Right? When we're talking about ideas of Black nationalism, ideas of Pan Africanism, ideas of Afrocentrism, ideas of identity politics, ideas of cultural continuity. I mean, these are all separate things that are intertwined within an ideology that people adhere to in this conscious community thing that I'm happy to have separated myself from. Now, my intentions with this interview series is to see if I can get a couple key players, on a sit down one on one conversation and really extract, without a lot of background noise on what is it that they're actually trying to accomplish. Right? I want to know what's the end game. Um, you know, Ironically, less specifically about what Unks end game is, and more specifically, like tonight's show will be more about what does he think people in the conscious community's end game is, right? He's been in there, he's been in that fight, he's been, dealing with these debates and these personalities for much longer than I am, much longer than I care to. I don't want to sit here and prove to you that the Egyptians are black or white. I don't want to prove or make a what I would rather make a case for or against Black nationalism. I'd much rather talk about how could we possibly pull it off? What could the adversities be in our way? Right? How realistic is that as an idea? I'd much rather talk about that than shroud my conversation in these pseudo Black superiority conversations about let's talk about how important it is that we're the original man. What does that mean? And how does solving that problem help police brutality? Help any other social issue? How does that help the economic situation in the Black community? It doesn't. Before we even get to arguing about it, but I'd much rather that conversation, right? Let's talk about how practical these ideas are. What can we use them for? I got hobbies too. One of my hobbies is I like playing video games. I like it a lot. I like playing anything that require strategy. I love strategy. I love it. Now in the midst of that, I know that I'm passing my time constructively, and I'm not under the impression that my pastime has I have the ability to leave behind something in my path in my hobby that future generations need to pick up and carry on with them. All right. And the things that I'm leaving behind is essential for their survival in their environment. Like I'm not doing that. Right. And I think that that's really unfair for people in the listening audience to move in that direction, because that is giving the impression that y'all are having some international conference that could possibly affect the Black community moving forward, right? I think that's cool, right? It's funny that people actually do take it that serious, but ironically, like it's a little sad too, unfortunately. It definitely is a little sad. And let me check on my guest, man. You're supposed to be in there by now. I'm gonna have to do some more rambling, I guess. I got a couple things I can share before he pulls up though. Because I have been doing some digging. And I think that I don't think that I know that there is a correlation between there's a correlation between um, activism, Afrocentricity, and Pan Africanism. There's a correlation in there, right? These concepts, these events, these things that have happened in America, they travel at times parallel to each other, and at times they cross paths. Now, walking forward, and I'm gonna do a little speeding here because this isn't the part of the conversation that's super important. But to give you a little bit of background, right, when you're talking about Pan Africanism, you're talking about the early 1900s. You're talking about Marcus Garvey. You're talking about W.B. Du Bois. Um, you're talking about two ideologies that are clashing. Marcus Garvey would be representing the separatist group. He's the one who believes that we should form our own nation, right? He's the one who believes that we need to um, create this self-sustaining nation for Black people. Now, how are you going to do that without money? First problem, right? One of the biggest problems that his organization ran into. How do you fund something like this? Right. And the next thing is we talking about W. Du Bois. He represents the early ideologies of like the NAACP, which will go on to have big improvements here in America. NAACP, especially in the early days, represents integration, represents civil rights, represents change in the day-to-day lives of the African Americans, right? Marcus Garvey is playing a long game. He's trying to construct an idea that may last. I mean, who knows how long it would have taken to get every single African American, or the majority of them, relocated, back into a rhythm of being productive, forming their own nation. Let's not even get into what the resources are, how they're gonna protect whatever it is that they claim, or not even let's not even get into all the rest of the realistic problematic things. But those are the two clashing ideas. So initially, Marcus Garvey's ideas is kind of his ideas are widespread. Initially, he's the one with a little bit of momentum, and then as as time goes on, and of course, unfortunately, he gets arrested, and I say unfortunate because I mean I'm not rooting for his demise, but he gets arrested, and his organization kind of collapses on itself, and W. Du Bois and the NAACP are able to collaborate with other groups of people, white people. He's able to get funding to keep his organization going, keep his ideas going. Yes, white people. So that is part of your first demise right there, right? One of them has the flexibility to be to take help from all angles, and the other one is too rigid, a little too radical, to be able to sustain their ideology at a major level, right? At a big level. So let's fast forward a little bit, right? Then you got Thurgood Marshall, who's a member of the NAACP. You got people like that are fighting for equality, civil rights here in America, and the key portion of that is they're doing it within the American system. So as you're doing it in the American system, as you're doing it in the American system, versus what Marcus Garvey's trying to do. He's trying to operate outside the American system. So again, we're speeding a little bit. We're probably a little bit closer to like the 30s and the 40s. We still haven't really got to the 50s and the 60s, where you start getting some people that y'all a little bit more familiar with nowadays. Yes, he did. He was arrested for scamming black people. Unfortunately, he was scamming black people. So what we're talking about here is the shift in popularity at this point. African Americans decided that Marcus Garvey and them was a little too radical for them. They wanted to focus on their day-to-day issues concerning their civil rights here in America, right? So as that ideology begins to become more popular in the African American community, you start seeing a shift where people are far more concerned with how can this help me today? How can this help me right now? And they become more interested in improving their positions here in America. So a lot of what we see here on the internet are people picking up ideas that attempted to die somewhere around 80 years ago. Yeah. Yeah. We're trying to pick up something that didn't work 80 years ago. Crazy. When you're thinking about it, I try to summarize it and make it kind of quick, right? Imagine trying to win a Super Bowl in 2024 using a playbook from the 1920s. Imagine trying to run a wishbone, 20 out of 50 plays a game. Wishbone, 4 running backs. I think it's 3 running backs. I'm tripping. 3 running backs. It ain't working. You're just not finna do that. You're just not finna do it. As a matter of fact, you've probably devolved about 4 to 5 generations trying to revitalize what's left of a playbook from the 1920s. So I've been on ChatGPT like all morning with this. I was doing a little bit last night too, but I got started kind of late. Now there's a theme. There's a theme here though. Let me just share my screens so y'all can at least kind of see what I'm looking at. ChatGPT. searches here. I probably should have made this a little easier for myself and put them on different pages, but I didn't do that. But it's cool. So their ideological differences that basically boils down to integration and separatism. What it basically boils down to. But this is when it actually started getting interesting again for me this morning. Now, let me see. What was this question? Why did Pan Africans fail? Why did Pan Africanism fail in America? One of my questions. And the number 2 answer says it focused on ideology over practical solutions. Idealistic goals without pragmatic strategies. Pan-Africanism in the U.S. often focused more on ideological unity and cultural pride rather than the concrete political and economic strategies that could bring immediate benefit to African Americans. Immediate benefit. I think that's got to be a super key word, immediate benefit. Who don't like immediate gratification? While the promotion of African unity and identity was important for cultural empowerment, this focus often did not translate into practical solutions for issues such as poverty, unemployment, systemic racism in the United States. That kind of sounds like what I'd be saying without reading ChatGPT right there. Let me turn this down. I don't want this interrupting the show. Limited focus on local issues. Pan-Africanism's emphasis on global African unity sometimes took attention away from the pressing issues African Americans faced in their local communities. The focus on solidarity with Africa may have made the movement seem distant or irrelevant to African Americans who were struggling with police brutality, educational disparities, and economic inequality in their day-to-day lives. There's a lot of distance between how do we rebuild Africa while we are over here in America impoverished, undereducated, dealing with redlining. And how do we overlook all these issues before before we actually pick out some place in Africa that we're going to do business with or build them up? And let's not look, and then looming in the back of all of that right, once you build them up, are you gonna build them up and then go live there? So are you now you're gonna free them now? Think about this now. You're gonna free them from their Western from the stronghold that the Western communities have on them, America. Now, how do you free them from that without a military? How do you force them to no longer become dependent on America for their infrastructure? How you do that? I mean, how much money would it take for the minority here in America to rebuild one country in Africa? It's just unrealistic before you even get started. It's crazy. Super duper crazy. I think Unc said he ready. Yo, what's up, man? You in the building?
Yeah, I'm in the building, man. What's up with you?
Man, that's what's up, man. That's what's up. Just sitting here kind of going over some of the research I did to get ready for this. This was fun for me too. I was it was a nice little learning experience. A lot of it was confirmation, to be honest about it, but it's always good to have it organized and to look up the sources from it and maybe see who said what, when, so on and so forth. I think that part of it be fun.
Yeah, man. I appreciate the invite, man. I fuck with who fuck with me, yo. That's just that simple, yo. You know what I mean?
I appreciate that.
No matter who beefing, who not, you know what I'm saying? You might not fuck with nobody. You know what I'm saying? You might not fuck with the Crips, but you got a homeboy you fuck with over there, and you'll never stop fucking with him, yo, no matter what, yo. It's that simple. It's that simple, yo. And yeah, I mean, you might be other homies, you know what I'm saying? But the thing is, yo, you know what I mean? We ain't trashing each other brands, you know what I'm saying? And you know what I mean? It's the individuals, you know what I'm saying, that either make or break your brand. And you fuck with certain individuals and certain individuals you don't. That's just the truth. That's just human behavior, yo.
Well, couple things.
Mm-hmm.
So on ours,
Mm-hmm.
we try to keep the F bomb out of it completely, right?
Yeah, I used mine up already early in the game.
It's all the way good, but moving forward as we're gonna keep doing it. I didn't even hear it, to be honest with you, but yeah, we don't do the F words,
That's
and
good.
let's keep it cordial, man. Let's not make this about no war, about no peace. I just want to have a fun
No, I'm just
conversation.
about the interview. Make it about the interview.
Yeah, I know you got some enemies out there, but I don't want them to get no shine today. We about to have our
I'm
conversation.
focused on what
Remember
we're
what
doing, yo.
we about to say this is the conversation that we be having all the time.
All the time.
And we basically gonna sit up here and just do it on the internet live, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's real, yo. That's real.
And it'd be an enjoyable conversation for me too. So I ain't even tripping.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna start it off like this, right? So based on right, all your years in this whole thing, right? What are these people trying to do, man? Why do they need these positions to accomplish what they're trying to accomplish, bro? What's it all for?
See, you say don't kick the war. You kick the.
No, I'm saying, look, you
ain't
gotta mention no names. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, man. So what I think people are trying to accomplish. What's the old saying, yo? Hell is full of people with good intentions. Ain't that how it go?
Yeah, it's the road to what? Yeah, the road to hell is paved with good intentions. Yeah,
yeah, and that sums it up. Everybody have good intentions. Everybody want to give the history. Everybody claim to love black people. Everybody claim to love African people. Everybody claim to love science. Everybody claim to love black history. That number one thing, I love black history. The people gotta know black history, right? Because it's gonna make them better. Gonna make you operate in a space that's on par with the rest of the world if you know your history. Yeah, everybody trying to get to that, right? Everybody, that's the calling card. That's the fist up in the air. That's, what I'm saying? That's what it is. But I took it literally, though, yo. I took it literally. Like I was like, okay, because, in my life, when I didn't take things serious and literally, I'm saying, I fell behind in the race. When I didn't take things serious, I'm saying, it was times, I almost lost my life in the streets of Baltimore. Playing around, getting high and stuff. I'm playing with myself right there, yo. And seeing a lot of people just lose their life, not trying to, be on that type of the thing. But by the time I went through that, by the time I was in the Marine Corps, right? And so I seen a lot in the Marine Corps. I've been through something that 99.99% of the people that's going to watch this show could never handle. It's a different thing, right? Being in a space where I'm saying, they're going to go at you and they break you all the way down and build you back up. The thing is, can you handle the breakdown and can you handle the build back up? Most people can't do that. When you push to your ultimate limits, I'm saying, of just functioning physically, mentally, and socially, and some may say spiritually. Spiritually for me is food, clothing, and shelter. So can you be in that space, right? And be able to survive that, man. We had a whole platoon full of people, and a lot of people didn't make it, bro. They were shipping them out of there, yo. They were shipping them out of there. And through that whole experience, I was able to maintain who I was, but yet, handle being broke down and being built back up, yo. And most people can't. So, an example, right? Just going to get a simple meal, okay? And it's going to I'm going to bring us back to the question you asked me. I'm going to bring you back to that, right? And it's based off how serious you got to be when doing this, because the competition ain't playing with us. You know that. They're serious. They're so serious they spend billions of dollars on archaeology, right? Paleontology, looking for dinosaur bones, evolution. They spend, the money is there. You feel me? So that means they're serious about that, right? Okay, taxpayers' money. When you start spending taxpayers' money in the United States, you better be serious about that, right? Okay, so let me take you back to an experience in the Marine Corps. A simple thing of just going to get something to eat in the cafeteria, right? you would have to stand sometimes for hours, bro. So it would have to be a moment while you're in that cafeteria waiting that you would have to leave your body mentally. How many people can leave their body mentally, not feel the pain? Yeah, I'm saying go somewhere else, but be sharp and aware of your surroundings. Most people can't do that, bro. I had to learn how to do that. I had to learn how to be outside in South Carolina in boot camp, right? They got a thing down there called sand fleas where they biting on you. And you out there for hours outside in the sun, and they biting on you, and you can't scratch it. Right? You got to manipulate. You got to find a way to lead. Then every now and then, you got to work an angle. Even if you want to scratch, there's an angle to being able to scratch, bro. So all these things got to be worked out. You got to catch the drill instructor walking, and as soon as a body, so you got your other brothers all around you, right? You got to catch Marine Corps, and you got to catch that perfect timing when he can't see it, and you got to barely move it and catch it. You know what I'm saying? All that's in the game, bro. But the mental stability that it takes to become a Marine, yo, most of us won't have to go through that. You know what I'm saying? It's that thing people talk about when they get in a car accident and they over in the ditch, right? But the cars can't see them. They ain't that far away from the cars, but nobody else can see them. And they got to survive for 3-4 days in that damn car. This guy talks about how some ants attacked him and his finger, hand or something was messed up, and he had to cut his finger off to survive. So pain, right? Being able to deal with pain, being able to recognize that situation is serious and you dedicate yourself to it, right? And to be able to make it through that is what it really takes, because that's what you're up against. Marine Corps, right? A department of the Navy. People don't even know that, right? A function of the United States government, bro. You know what I'm saying? They're not playing. So when it comes to looking at history and stuff like that, they're not playing. Right? And when they was half stepping, you know what I'm saying, black people stepped up. Like the people who we crack jokes about. Like Shigant Diop, Theophile Banger, John Henry Clark, Dr. Benham, they stepped up. See what I'm saying? We say ha 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 right now, we say ha ha ha, but they stepped up, dog. You know what I'm saying? They just stepped up. Right? And so watching that whole thing, being on both sides, being on the side of blackology. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's my blackology, right? I coined it that. That's what I'm saying, blackology, right? Being a blackologist, yo, being raised in pseudoism, yo, it gave me a whole perspective, yo, that most people can't do. Like, I just seen it. I can see it coming, yo. It's like a top-notch hitter in Major League Baseball. He batting 350. You know what I'm saying, yo? When as soon as the pitcher throwing it, yo, he studies so hard, he can tell the slight change in the pitcher's wind up, what kind of pitch he gonna throw. He can see the way the strings is coming out the pitcher's hand, what he throwing, and it's occurred. I see it. He got a pro pitcher, he gonna try to give you the same wind up every time. He's not gonna change his wind up. So you got to calculate that in seconds. So now he throwing it, the strings, I say it's a curve. So although I'm leaning forward, I'm keeping my back. It's a curve, and then I swing. See, this is where I'm at in my mind, the way I'm seeing shit, the way I'm seeing the conversations, right? The way I'm seeing where the elders went wrong, where they was right. See, I truly feel like I stands on their shoulders, yo. Meaning I ain't looking in their face saying, oh, yeah, you're right. Oh, yeah, you're wrong. Nope. I'm judging them at the same level and respect that other scholars, judge they people. Simple as that. Now, so I would never call them pseudos. What I will say is the people that's now positioning themselves, right? And Marky Burden, the same thing they were saying, see, they the pseudos. Simple as that. Because you got the tools, you supposed to have propensity, you supposed to have a level of understanding, you supposed to know what scientific literacy is. Remember, I didn't have that, bro. There was nobody looking in my face and said, hey, yo, that's a thing called scientific literacy. Hey, you should use the white man's science. Watch this, because we was calling it white man's science, right? You should use that as a tool to understand your history. Ain't nobody tell me that, yo. And I had to read Dr. Ben's books. I'm like, what is this? What? The bones, the Zinthopithecus. I had to look at all that stuff, though, Logic. You know what I'm saying? So, but what I realized in all of that, bro, it being around a cult that they called the Nuwapians. Way too cool to live on the land. Way too cool to let grown men to tell me what to do, right? But I was deficient in scientific literacy and understand how you're supposed to get your history to the point where you could say some reckless stuff and I not catch it. I could only catch the basic things like, hey, I ain't giving no aliens. Bro, I'll get out of here. I ain't believing in God. Get out of here. You know what I'm saying? But that integral stuff that boy was throwing, that York was throwing, yo, that truth and falsehood, I couldn't catch it yet. I wasn't there yet. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't ready for that yet. I wasn't mature in my approach. You know what I'm saying? So my whole thing started off, you know what I'm saying, pseudo. Yeah, I mean, my whole program was that, the blackology, my whole thing. So, when I sit back now, right, and to answer your question, man, they ain't taking it serious like me. I know this is serious, yo. When United States government money, when private enterprise money is involved, yo, this shit is serious, yo. See, I don't play. Yeah, I got a library to prove. I spent thousands of dollars on my library to prove, from Germany, from Spain, from England, you know what I'm saying, from Baltimore, Maryland, from here to there. I'm like, I put money on my thing, yo. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, people don't take it as serious as me, yo. I had to realize it, yo. You take it too serious, yo. I thought we was serious. I thought this would actually help my people, yo. I really thought that there was a piece lacking in what we was doing, yo. You know what I'm saying? I love to hear James Smalls talk, yo. Like, yo, the way he used to put that shit together, yo, the way he used to, now when I hear him talk, I'll be like, damn, yo, he ain't popping like he should be popping. You know what I'm saying? Like, but back then, yo, come on, yo. So for me, Logic, man, and the devil answer your question again, yo, I take this thing serious, and the rest of these niggas is playing, yo. They not standing on nobody's shoulders. They standing looking Diops in the eyes. Oh, yeah, what's next? Come on, dog. Like, come on, we ain't going for that, yo. This shit even can go through the lenses of science and pass, or it just can't, dog. And ain't nothing wrong with that, because niggas gonna take our shit, excuse my language, they're gonna take our material, right? The next generation, and they're gonna do the same thing, bro.
Yeah. So I get what you're saying. You're saying that's the difference between you and a lot of other people.
Different, yo. I mean it.
You take what they actually were trying to accomplish as something serious. Now that's actually where I'll agree with you. Yeah. Some of that stuff that you said, we go back and forth about that. We got our opinions about Dr. Ben, and that's not really what the show is about. So I'm not gonna co-opt it with that. But as far as, I really thought that coming on and having these conversations was really doing the Black community some good, right? I'm with you there, right? Like that's really where my focus was at. That's really what drew me into wanting to have these conversations. Right now, at the moment, I'm so entrenched in, I feel like I'm helping, that I'm not asking myself, what does Egypt have anything to do with it? I'm not asking myself, well, what would it actually take for us to create a separatist community? What are all the roadblocks that we're gonna run into trying to create this kind of crazy stuff? It's not occurring to me yet. I'm just gung ho and I'm enthusiastic about what can we do to better our community. So, I think I know people kind of just caught up, right? They caught up in their enthusiasm, right? But they don't really see. Yeah, apparently, I feel like they just can't visualize what it would take to accomplish a lot of all this stuff, man. But one of the things that stand out to me is we're really talking about advancing our community, right? Why do you feel like these people who have these pseudo agendas that they're kind of pushing, and I'm saying pseudo, I mean, and that's gonna, I guess, as a broad sweeping statement, that probably will, gather up a whole bunch of different people, but why aren't there plans having anything to do with economics or our actual day-to-day issues that we deal with as African Americans, and yet they present their information as a solution to a lot of our problems? Why is there correlation there? What does that come from?
Because they don't actually understand what advancement means, and this is what's important. That's why when they these days in a lot of cities, right? I'm not sure if they're still doing it. They're not doing it at my kids in school, but in Baltimore, Maryland, they started making everybody wear uniforms. The reason they did that because kids was feeling out of place and then had to fly outfits and stuff like that. They wanted everybody to, So humans seem to feel better if we all fresh, everybody fresh, yo, we all feeling good. So the history piece is, since everybody else can tell their history, yo, we should be able to tell our history too, y'all. And I think that's important. That has nothing to do with your economics. It's not going to make you be a better mathematician, bro. It's not going to make you be more economically sound. It's not going to make you build nothing. What it is, because it makes you feel on par. You know, that's important. In any sport, anything you do, you have to at least feel comparable to the things around you, right? Right? Because it's a mentality. Life is a mentality, bro. 90% of what you do is mental. Okay. And if they mentally got you, if you mentally don't feel on par, then you're not on par. And so that's called slavery. Slavery breaks down your mental faculties and puts you slavery and the names that came out of slavery, like black, right? Racialized terms. That's why they call racialized terms. You know, you've done a lot of study on the brain. You know, we did that in the group, right? And so I'm saying, mentally speaking, the slave is made to feel and think subpar. That's why you can accept religion, okay, and not give no pushback on it. When most human beings functioning in their proper faculties, okay, will basically make their deities look like them. That's what it is. Okay. So mentally speaking, we need to feel on par. The fill in the blanks, you got to be on par. But the first step is at least feeling on par. And so we want to be able to tell our history, like the Irish tell a history, like the Spanish tell a history, okay, like everybody else tell a history. So that's the first step. That's the easiest thing to do. That's what we're saying. Yo, we want to show you that you only gave us the piece that shows your superiority over us by enslaving us. That's the only thing y'all was willing to talk about. Y'all wasn't willing to talk about the things we did prior to that. And so we felt like if we go get that, then it'll take us from feeling inferior. Very interesting, bro. So you know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's real. All humans want to be able to feel on par, bro. And slaves, they take that away from slaves and make you out of their image and out of their likeness, yo. That's what it is.
Now, in all seriousness, I don't have, man, I know I've read this before, and I feel like I got it from doing something with you at some point in time, right? I remember looking up, and I think it's somewhere on Wikipedia, where I was looking up black people, and they were talking about their, I guess, their connection to Africa. Yes. And it says something, I want to quote it, but I don't want to take up too much time on that. But it says something about it was thoroughly destroyed, right? Our cultural connection back to Africa, right? You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, it's supposed. I mean, that's a slave. That you want to disconnect them from everything, and they start accepting this as home. Those first couple generations, yeah.
Right. Unfortunately, that was them doing it. They was doing it thoroughly. They was being real thorough about it, right? Yeah. So with that being said, right, and of course we got this natural inclination to want to tell our story. How much of it should we expect to uncover with it being destroyed? When you use a word like destroyed, it doesn't leave you much, to kind of put back together.
Oh, archaeology, anthropology tell the story. Anthropology, archaeology. You just can't find the exact clan and tribe they killed that. But that's fine. But you can learn those areas. You can learn different tribes and clans there, right? You're not as deficient as you was. Right, you're way up on people that came before you. So think about what the conversation is now, and we can proudly say that we African Americans, Black Americans, and then know the difference, and know that African people wasn't calling themselves that prior to colonialism. Now we can say that we can be Black and we proud, and we African Americans and be African Americans, stick our chests out. Right. And so the Black Power movements made it seem like you was wilding out for saying you was an African American. Right. I remember being that type of guy. OK, so I mean, now we probably say, no, African American understands the complexities of world history. African Americans understand it, although our ancestors, a lot of them came from West Africa. Some came from Central Africa. Right. Oh, man, what is that? That jumped in there. Oh. All right, so we understand that even though our ancestors 200-300 years ago came from that we not actually West Africans. We're not culturally Yeah, we're not culturally and socially West Africans.
Okay. Okay. I get what
We're African Americans.
right.
We have been shaped and forged out of the ecosystem of America.
Mm-hmm.
We're the toughest kids on the block. Think
Right.
about
Right.
that. We got a whole new thing, right? And we're in the middle of our new thing too, right? See, it's about time, space. People don't understand chronology, bro. Right? They think things is that's not real. You know, we used to walk around and something happened in Baltimore, something happened. People be trying to get right back. Right? My favorite thing was say, yo, it's not a movie, yo. You think it's a movie. In the movie, yo, something happened to the dude and they get him back. I say, nigga, that's the movies, yo. In real life, that thing may take you 2, 3, 4, 5 years to get done, yo. They do it safe. You know what I'm saying? Might just take that long. So, you know, my whole thing is, yo, that understanding evolution and understanding populations and how populations change, yo. Like, yeah, this is a good one right here, Logic. Look, yeah, we African Americans, but what make us African Americans is the fact that we got a different cut on us. It's what make us African Americans. What make the indigenous Egyptians and Nubians, right? What make them African? Is that what make them different Africans than say West, Central, South? It's that different cut they got on them. Doesn't stop them from being, you know what I'm saying, indigenous, right? But they got a different genetic makeup. Just like African, we got a different makeup than West Africans. We just do. We got another cut on it. We got another incursion to our gene pool. You know what I'm saying? And not to mention, the mix is the important thing. And don't get this twisted. What I'm saying is that most genetic tests you see by the experts, right? They're trying to deal with diseases in populations. Most people don't even know that, bro. So it's essential for human beings to always have a variety in their gene pool, yo. Now you may think I'm saying, yo, you just go ahead and mess with that person. That's not what I'm saying. I'm simply saying the natural order of things is people and genes mixing. What you never want is a bottleneck. What you never want is let's say, what they call that? Man, what I want to say. Man, I can't even think of it, man. You know, like you marry your cousin. What they call that? Like you don't want the incest thing going down, and you don't want people you marry too close to your genes, right? Charles Darwin was the one to realize that because he was married to his first cousin, and that's just what they was doing, right? They didn't know the genetic disaster that could occur, and what he learned through studying flowers and plants, what he learned was that whenever he mixed them too close, they had a lot of deficiencies in it. He realized that a couple of his children died. Right. And he started to realize they was always sickly. Then he realized the plants was always sickly. Then he realized they was mixing too close. So he's the one that came up with the idea. Oh, you should not. That's too close. I'm saying that the variations in the genes is why me and you are here today. So we should never be mad at Africans that got different variations because variation rules the day in an environment surrounded by pathogens and disease. You want to have a variety of genes. You want to have a different mix, different alleles, different variations. Like all that's serious. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, long way, man. How they say it? A long walk off a damn short pole. Oh no, long walk off a short pier. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I mean, I'm following with you, right? I absolutely understood the first time you said it. It made a lot of sense to me. You know, when you talk about diversity, and your example at the time was, you know, let's say if we all had the exact same immune system, and we get hit with a global pandemic like the coronavirus. Well, there isn't that fluctuation or variation between I might have a different response to it and you have a different response to it. Let's say it kill off all of my family, but since y'all have a little bit better response to it, y'all can go ahead and continue to reproduce, and as y'all reproduce, people who naturally have better responses to it, and that's those variations are pivotal to us surviving these things that are bound to happen here on earth. You know what I'm saying? So I understood it the first time. That I thought that was the best example that you gave on that particular thing, and it always kind of stuck with me, right? It made a lot of sense, and it bleeds over into diversity in populations, or not only is it key to those survival, but you have to see it, right? You have to understand that it's there, and it could be skin color, it could be, you know, all sorts of different things.
So that was the
Now,
answer. I just want so the audience don't get lost, right? That was my answer to the question when I made the point of, although we from West Africa, our ancestors was we not West African, right? And I know that gives people like a little shock, so I wanted to give them the long answer to that, just to keep everybody on board. Let you know I ain't forgot why I was saying what I was saying.
yeah, I remember the original question, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, so you got a lot of people around you who also take it pretty serious, right?
Yep.
And let me make sure I'm not tripping, right? So there are a lot of people in the conscious community that make a correlation between having this profound knowledge of your African history and solutions to our social and political situation here in America. They lump those together as far as how to actually get out of our situation. Am I tripping? Am I doing that by myself, or do people consistently do that?
The part that I have was both tripping. Is that you wouldn't know how important it was until it was time to be important. Guess what, yo? It's time for it to be important now.
What is? It's time for what to be important?
Knowing your history. Knowing your relationship with certain, that's all history is understanding your relationship with different people over time, yo. That's what history is, yo. Understand your relationships between groups and peoples and friends and foes over time, yo.
It's about to get good.
You know what I'm saying? That's what history is, bro. It's a snapshot, right? Of relationships of human beings and what they did and what they didn't do, right? So now we got, well, watch this. We got like, so there's a thing going on. Barack Obama says something about black men. Shaq, right? I like to say that's the hit dog holler. Because he sure as hell wasn't talking about me. Right? Because I understand my history. I understand the relationship, okay, between racism. I understand that relationship. And I know when I hear it. And I know when it's starting to raise its ugly head, bro. That's how well I know my history. That's why I understand history is important. It gives you a barometer, yo. It give you a measuring stick to know. You know what I'm saying? So now you got a person through rhetoric, right? It's, you know, rhetoric. I'll start on them boys. You know, they practice rhetoric, bro. How to convince a person. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So you got to do through rhetoric is convincing people, right? And he incites riots, bro. And now you got black men in particular, right? Bad time to want to play the Republican card. Bad time. See, you can still be a Republican, but not forget your barometer. See? So I'm not knocking being a Republican or a damn Democrat, because I ain't even one, dog. Ain't never been none of that. Mm-hmm. But the day I decided to cast my vote, you know what I'm saying? Because I seen that barometer up here where it ain't supposed to be, right? It's certain things that is not supposed to occur in a culture and in a civilization that is claiming to be free. There's just certain things that can't happen. They're in a culture that's supposed to be the light and the beacon for the rest of the world, yo. It's certain things ain't supposed to happen, bro.
Hold up a second. Hold up. Now, before we take a commercial break, I need you to get specific, right? Because you said that today, right, is a great time to know our history.
Great time.
Then you mentioned something about what Barack Obama said about how he was trying to inspire black people with a bit of, you know, it was a bit of harsh language that he tried to use as far as how to, you know, to motivate us to vote for Kamala. You know, tell me the correlation there. What is knowing our history?
He was like your uncle, yo. He had a conversation, right, on the internet that, you know, that went viral that he would have with you if you walked up in his house. Right? If he was sitting around at Thanksgiving dinner and he talking to the young bros, right? And he trying to get them to see why it's important to vote for Kamala. He would simply say, look, man, do y'all understand your story, man? Do you get what's going on? Like, this man is an idiot based off saying this, based off saying that, yo. You know what I'm saying? He said, you ain't nowhere in the world, yo, you gonna let a person say that about you, then vote for him. Ain't nowhere in the world you're not gonna see what he doing. This ain't got nothing to do with no issue. Hold on, bro. Listen, bro. See, I've always said, hey, don't just vote to be voting. Understand the issues, the policies, right? But nigga, when you look at the policies, let's look at the spending, right, on government funds to NASA, right? You know, Trump put a lot of money into NASA, right? He also put a lot in the space program. Yeah, I mean, as far as, you know, protecting space, right, and trying to develop that, right? So we're gonna give him this, okay? Now Biden come right behind him and endorse those same programs, but his shit is, instead of putting a lot of money and going to the moon and Mars, his thing is, let's deal with right here, global warming. So they spending this, you know, he's more focused on global warming and the earth sciences, whereas though Trump is more concerned about going to the moon. That's cool, but right? Look, it's not the issue, right? If you look at all their issues and all their policies, it's meaning, you know, we can make it through either candidate. If not for the pseudoisms. See, that's the thing that nobody's really ready for. See, that's the conversation that we understand when we hear it. See, so I'm saying, how important was it for it to be, yeah, I'm saying, a pseudo killers, a community of skeptics? Yeah, I'm saying, how important was that? Well, now we can hear it. Oh, this dude is pseudo. Really? So if you know your history, then you understand there's a certain climate button that's being pushed to incite the yahoos. It can potentially, you know what I'm saying, incite those who aren't as educated, right, on what's really going on. See, educated people already know, okay, well, let me see. Yeah. But why is he not denouncing the Proud Boys? Why is he not denouncing the militias? Why is he not denouncing QAnon? Right? So if he was to put it in ChatGPT right now, yo, and look at the rhetoric that Biden has, look at the rhetoric that Trump has, look at the rhetoric that Kamala has, right? And figure out which one is actually dangerous. It would be Trump's. He has a dangerous approach to walking on that damn line, bro. It's like a powder keg that you don't need to have. Come on, bro. Like what's the man show that you be on? Hold on. You know what I'm about to talk. You know what I'm about to say. Hold on. So I think Barack Obama's language was perfect, right? I think he had to say it that way. And you know, like I like to say, a head dog holler, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because he definitely wasn't talking about me. Yeah, I'm saying. But the messaging I felt was right. Now, dudes ain't got super soft, yo. Now they soft. Now all of a sudden they soft.
Yeah, if you screaming that you offended by that, that's definitely soft.
You should stop wanting. You should stop wanting to vote for Trump. Then
it's definitely soft.
Hold on, what's the man name? Hold on, he went on this show. Hold on, you know who I'm talking about too. God darn it! Hold on, I'm gonna get it. I got the name right here. I can't believe I forgot his name. Hold on, I got you right here. Ain't no way he should have been on that man's show, yo. Hold on. We're talking about 1 second. 1 second. Let me get that. No. And then you know we got the tools and stuff, bro. That actually hold on.
While you look that up, man, let's do our commercial break right now.
Hey, Dave, take your commercial break. Hold on, let me get this.
You still got your finger on it, on the button hits?
See that I'm a country nigga. Hey. Straw hat with my fisher pole with a cup of liquor. Hey. City folk be so amazing, my country rip. Hey. Over yonder, see them boys hate, but they ain't fucking with. See that I'm a country nigga. Hey. Straw hat with my fisher pole with a cup of liquor. Hey. City folk be so amazing, my country rip. Hey. Over yonder, see them boys hate, but they ain't fucking with. Country boy, I need hot sauce on my catfish. Texas boy, you can point the shit in your athlete. On your athlete. Was a little kid on the front porch doing backflips. Had wood grain on my Hot Wheels, that's practice. Born in 89, but the 84s be sticking out like a cactus. Had a wine colored Cadillac with a soft top with my last bitch. And I pulled up and I was laughing with more wood grain than a casket. Speaker shaking and blasting, so I can't hear shit that you asking. Used to be outside playing 25 till it's nighttime, we was all in. Black boys and Mexican boys, we didn't give a fuck, we was all friends. Rolling deep with my family tree, see we all cut it, yeah we all kin. In the whip we gon' pile in, gon' get it live on the dead end. Keep fishing rods in my back seat and keep a backwood as my cigarella. Camel down from head to toe, about to go hunting with your Cinderella. In the duck blind with your main dime. At the lake she done took the bait. Country boys in his country ways. City slickers really can't relate. See the city, see that I'm a country nigga. I'm a country nigga. Ay. Straw hat with my fishing pole with a couple lips. Ay. City folks be so amazing, my country rip. Over yonder, see them boys hate, but they ain't fucking with. See the city, see that I'm a country nigga. Ay. Straw hat with my fishing pole with a couple lips. Ay. City folks be so amazing, my country rip. Ay. Over yonder, see them boys hate, but they ain't fucking with. Country boy, I need hot sauce on my catfish. Texas boy, you can point the shit in your athlete. Was a little
Yeah. What's up, y'all? We back after a little commercial break. We having a good little conversation / interview with Ankh here. We putting some of his views, making them clear, giving them a runway to express exactly where you coming from with some of these questions. So where you at? Did you finish?
Alex Jones. No president, no person running for the presidency of the United States should go on a pseudoscientific channel like Alex Jones, yo.
Oh,
like this man actually got sued $1 billion. This was the Shady Hook. Then I'm saying that right?
Yeah, the Shady Hook, the school.
Yeah, come on, man. Come on, bro. Like, that's disregard for them kids' lives. That's disregard for media. That's disregard for common sense. That's disregard. Come on, bro. Come on, man. That's my point, yo. So my point is that anything Kamala do right or wrong in the Oval Office for 4 years, trust me, yo, African Americans can make it. America, we all right. But that wild card, yo, that one you not quite sure, sending a love letter to leaders in another world and the super friendship with Putin. What are you talking about? Right? We know Russia was involved in the daggone election. We know that now. We got the evidence to prove how they was disinformation. Remember how they did that? All that? How much of that did Trump know about, yo? Right? So there is no system in place, although we think it is. There's a system in place for like a Kamala to come into office and have a bad decision. People say, nah, that don't make no sense. We're going to vote that out. System in place. That's a system in place for a person to say, hey, we're gonna I'm never getting out of office. We seen Trump do it. We seen Trump the sore loser. I don't like voting on for sore losers, dog. Like that's a bad character trait, yo. You lose with pride and honor, bro, and come back the next election, right? Nah, this man still won't admit he lost. He's delusional, bro. He's still the deep state. You don't want your person running for office that talks about the deep state. We know what the deep state is, bro. Meaning there's a system in place, that there's something running, some type of governmental institution, some kind of hybrid association and government top level industries that run this thing without consent of the government, bro. This is what this man, he pushes that, bro. I'm saying it's no way you can have a person like that in office, yo. Like I don't even, yo, that's why I'm saying a lot of black men are ignorant for no reason, bro. You ever what's his man? Samuel, what's his name, yo? Remember the guy, the Renaissance man, Samuel? Help me out.
What did he do?
No, Samuel, he died. I can't think of his Kevin Samuel.
Kevin Samuel.
Remember, he claimed himself to be a Renaissance man, right? What he was actually saying, that's a certain amount of money you got to be making, bro. All right? But you got black men following him that's driving around in Hondas. And I drive a Honda myself, so I don't got a problem with that. But just driving around in regular, you know what I mean, regular jobs, working hard, claiming to be a Renaissance man. Claiming to try to be like Kevin Samuel. Right? He got a $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 suit on, bro. It's a different, like you gotta know yourself enough to know that you ain't that. And you behave, you can't act like a Renaissance man without a Renaissance man paper, bro. It doesn't make sense, bro. So you actually think black men now, right? They want to play the Republican game for some wild reason, acting like they something they really not. Be who you're supposed to be, yo. And even if you got the finances, yo, you should know your history enough to know, hey, man, that thing is up here, yo. Remember I talked about that thing up here? Like that climate of unrest, that powder keg that could happen where some wild dudes could just be wild. Like we seen it. See, we have evidence now. You remember how wild the rhetoric was out of Adolf Hitler? Remember that? And I'm not by any measure saying that Trump is Adolf Hitler, but you wouldn't have known it. You wouldn't have known that the rhetoric, the dangerous rhetoric that Hitler was quote unquote spreading ended up and got there going World War II, yo. You wouldn't have known it. And oh, by the way, yo, he was talking about the master race and all the he was a pseudoscientist all the way. So you see what happens when a pseudoscientific leader has all the power. Now in the United States, you're never gonna get all the power. But he had enough sway in his rhetoric to cause some yahoos and enough people to go ahead and storm the Capitol, yo. Now that could have turned out super bad.
Okay.
Cost their life on that. So I'm saying it's dangerous to play. And then hold on, I'm gonna make my last statement on that. I'm not mad at Barack Obama for making that statement because we actually had a person in office during one of the most trying times that any of us listen to the show, right? Any of us in the last 100 years, it's called a pandemic, yo, where we was all afraid, where the virologists and immunologists couldn't necessarily explain it right, where the information would change from day to day. You know what I'm saying? It was a trying time where the pathogen had colonized the world, yo. This man in the middle of all that, in a professional, they had what they did the briefing every week, COVID briefing. In the middle of that, yo, this man said, go ahead and shoot some disinfectant, yo. Then come back, I was playing.
Definitely a wild guy, man. He definitely a wild guy. We're gonna have some pretty interesting political stimulating conversations, you know, in the near future, especially right now while it's campaign season before the election, because there's been a lot of cool stuff happening. I've been keeping track of it, man. But I got a couple, you know, more questions I want to get through, right? So, you know, I want to try to get through at least about a good, I think it's about 7, 8 of these. That's
good. I'm gonna shorten up my answers. Go ahead.
That's kind of important. I want to be able to get this on record to where when I have some other guests come on, I want to be able to compare answers to the same type of question.
All right, go ahead.
And I'm sharing my screen real quick. I was actually on Britannica, doing a little bit of research, got me on Britannica, and it says Afrocentrism gained significant legitimacy in the United States from the 1960s as a result from the civil rights movement, right? A multicultural movement and the immigration in large numbers of non-whites. Its following increased dramatically during the 1980s, when many African Americans felt alienated from conservative revolution of President Ronald Reagan, but were simultaneously attracted by the conservative call for a return of traditional values. The Afrocentrics' complicated reaction to the conservative revival both reflected and reinforced conservative elements in Afrocentric thinking. Now, when I read that, I basically see Britannica saying that the Afrocentrics were trying to create their own conservative movement, and they were basing it, well, not necessarily basing it, but it was in some ways because they were jealous of the Ronald Reagan administration about him being ultra conservative and having his quote unquote cultural continuity. So they were trying to create their own thing. I'm saying that as, can you see some of that? They were trying to copy off something that white people did in that kind of movement? Because I see a lot of it. Do you see some of that?
First thing I see is the people they was naming Afrocentrics didn't accept that while they was living. Right? Like they called them names that they themselves didn't agree to.
I mean, what name?
Like Diop's, he never considered himself that. He had a white wife, yo. He married to a white lady, yo. Okay. He never called himself that, yo.
Never called himself what, Afrocentric?
Nah, hell no. John Henry Clark got it right in his book. Dr. Ben. They put that name on him.
Okay.
Yeah, Malaya Asante, we know he started that. And they end up putting him out.
Right. Do you know much about that?
Yeah, because he was hitting him with the reality, man. And he, come on, dog. Like in this thing we do, yo, this thing ours, yo, you grow. The more you learn, the more you know how to apply it, the more you get it. So I surmise he having them same types of arguments we be having over stuff, bro. And they looking at him like, what? You've changed. No, bro, I'm just I'm just telling you, bro. The man that made up the thing, they put him out. All right. Okay. So yeah, as to answer your question real quick, I'm not quite sure. I'm saying they named the thing Afrocentric movement when people was trying to say, in particular, that Europeans had misled us on our history, bro. So they named it as like a slur, just like Eurocentrics. It's like a slur, bro. That's not how that man was really doing that, yo. Right? He was trying to put together a content. You could even get a degree, not in Afrocentrism, but Africana studies. So it's legitimate. Okay, let's get that straight. It's legitimate, bro. Get your doctorate in it. Okay.
So let's talk about that legitimacy for a second, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I think that you can make a very, very good argument when you talk about the contributions of people like Dr. Ben, when you're talking about people like Cheikh Anta Diop, right? Mm-hmm. and the gang, right? We know who the pivotal people are, right? When you're talking about instituting a African studies department into the collegiate curriculum of America, right? They are pivotal for that. Now, again, I'm gonna ask you: Am I making a false connection when I say that people take that and they are looking to extract more out of it, right? And they make it really clear to me, right? When I hear people talking, I'm not gonna mention any names. I feel like they know who they are, and I'd much rather ask them in person. Right, mm-hmm. Of what it is that information is supposed to provide African Americans in 2024, right? You have a lot of African history, right, based on your studies, more than I do, right? Mm-hmm. What advantage has that given you?
When I needed the most, so I knew how to. It kind of showed me how I was supposed to study. What books I need to read based off of education, yo.
Really?
Yeah, because
Really?
because I've been on the wrong side of it, yo. Right? And I got misinformation. And I thought misinformation, you know what I'm saying, was the way to go in some kind of way. Our history was hidden in a secret vault called the library. Some kind of way, I used to read books like what they didn't tell us in school. Now I realize that's a trick. That's trickology.
Okay.
So I had to go through those phases. Now you get you, and that's not what Dr. Benjamin was doing, yo. Regardless of his character, hold on. Regardless of what he lied about, that's not. You can pick up his book. You know what the nigga told me?
I ain't talking about what he lied about.
I know. Listen, you know what the nigga told me one time, yo. I ain't gonna say his name. He told me that Dr. Ben didn't understand evolution because Dr. Ben was fighting over the pictures in the museum. The evolutionary pictures they were showing of not Piltdown Man, but like Lucy and them, right? They were showing white people, right? And was naming them Australia. He said he's not from Australia. You know, he would say stuff like that, right? And nigga told me, yo, he wasn't supposed to fight over that. Now we know now, right? Because I can grab this book. See, I can grab this book, and now they look for accuracy in the daggone pictures. Look, see. That's what Dr. Ben fought for. But since most people have not, read his damn book, they don't know this is what he was fighting for. He fought for exactly that. He said it was a racist attempt, right? You really? You didn't know that? You didn't know that. See, you ain't know that.
I'm trying to get the correlation though. I'm trying to get where is it connecting to how does it benefit us? So now that
because you know how to go get it. No. Listen. Because I know how to get it. Listen, if I know how to get it, then I can teach my community how to get. Okay, is the pandemic real? Listen to me, bro. Is it real? What access? What books should I get? Right in the middle of a pandemic. Now I know how to get it. I can get the history of anything. I can get the history of virology because I know how to do it now. I can get it. I can get a good understanding, right? I know the tools to use so that my family can be informed. That's why it's important. It gives you a set of tools so you can understand who you are and where you at and what you should be doing, no matter what color you are. Because in a lot of African-American households, when you go in their houses, they don't have libraries, right? They just don't. Some do, but most don't. They have different types of magazines. They don't have the Journal of Science. I got Journal of Science books. So I'm saying,
I gotta stop you right there.
Okay, go ahead.
Because you said what you should be doing, right? How does it show you what you should be doing?
It shows you how to get answers, bro. Human beings need answers. That's why they take advantage of us. That's why both sides take advantage of us because we don't know how to access the answers, the information needed to properly vet things. That's what's important, not the fact that they black, green, or purple, that you know how to get access. Access is the thing, bro. You know what I mean? If you don't know how to access something, then you can't get to it.
Hold up, slow down a little bit. Because a couple seconds ago we was talking about Dr. Ben and evolution, right? Now, some kind of way you didn't say it shows us what we should be doing, and I'm trying to figure out where does that connect?
You mean to Dr. Ben, right?
Where does Dr. Ben tell us what we should be doing?
Yo, he showed me how to get to it. People thought I was a nut when I said Dr. Ben was fighting over. Watch this. How those hominids didn't look that way. They were saying that ain't evolution. They're wrong because now that's where they at. So what I'm saying is I learned how to access that. That's why I could give you an up-to-date book and show you that that's exactly what they do. I know how to access it. And I know what Dr. Ben was wrong. I know he was right because I can access it now. You don't see me promoting the wrong information that Dr. Ben promotes because I knew how to get to it. I can make a determination, I can weigh it. Right? I know what degrees he had and didn't have. I know what degrees he lied about. You can't trick me, bro. Bad enough, all of us can still be tricked, but I'm saying I got a clearer mind, I can see things better, bro. I can access information, That's what I'm saying. That's the point I'm trying to make here, yo. And I'm saying it wasn't a lot of people that was doing. You can literally stop. Remember that time when you was arguing over? I say they all the light skinned people. Remember we was talking about somebody that had degrees. Remember that? I know you remember that conversation like it was yesterday. We was talking about. I said, yeah, a lot of people had degrees. I said, it seemed like all the light skinned people. I said it was just hard to access degrees. Remember we talked about that? But to access a degree is to be able to access it. College teach you how to access things, yo. There's literally programs right now we can take advantage of, yo. But if you don't understand how to access it, yo, you're in trouble. You left on the wayside, yo. I'm talking about access, yo. If you can access your history correctly, then you can access the history of anything. And if you can access the history of anything, you can access the history of pandemics. And once you access the history of pandemics, you can sit down as a father and explain it to your family, yo. So you don't be out there looking crazy. You ain't never thought about that, at least in my head. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. But I'm saying it's hard for you to trick me, yo, on that.
I'm not trying to trick you. I'm giving you.
No, not you. I'm saying it's hard for a person. Man, I will never find myself in that situation again. Listen to people like Malachi York. You feel me? Never.
I'm telling you, I'm listening to you real hard, right? And we started out with. Remember, the original question was, what advantage does knowing all this information give you?
And I said it teaches you access. That was the answer.
Right. In some kind of way, we ended up with Dr. Ben evolution, which is fine.
No, but
you inserted in there that it tells you what to do.
Nah. I said
make sure.
Hold on. I tried to get listen. I used Dr. Ben as an example, right, of reading his book. And he made the statement that they are misusing this. That's not how they would look. That's a racist attempt to put white people in places they don't supposed to be, based off of how evolution works. I was like, I never heard that before, bro. Interesting. Why would he make that statement? Now that we have a thorough understanding of evolution, and we know that you wouldn't have looked that way in this particular environment. Wouldn't have made no damn sense. They would have all died. Wouldn't have made no sense at all, right? And then you realize what they're doing today. So as we access the information back then, right, in museums, okay, that was faulty with stuff, and we access it today, right? Now we see that they're doing exactly, right, they're measuring up to the things, some of the things, specifically on evolution. I'm getting very specific. The things that he was talking about, the way they should look, bro. And that's why I put this book here to show you. And so what that has showed me is I have the ability to access this types of information and make sense out of it. That's what I'm saying. That it helps us think. It was about thinking, bro. So being able to access your history accurately, you're going to have to understand things like anthropology and what those subfields are in anthropology. Interdisciplinary. It allows you to think, yo. So we're not just sitting around here looking crazy. That's when you're vulnerable, when you don't have access to information, when you disrespecting science. Right? Like, hold on, here's one for you. When you're acting like you fighting for black people, but deny all the things that will help black people. Remember we talked about that? Those same people that was hounding about we African, right? And would cuss you out for saying you African American. Now those same people are mad when you say the Egyptians are African and not black. It makes no sense, bro. Makes no sense, bro. The same people that claim fighting for black power, right? We black power, right? But yet they hate the black woman that the one. No, I'm saying the black woman because that's how they would characterize us, because they hit us with the one drop rule, right? So Kamala don't fell on the one drop rule, but it's the same one drop rule they used on us for the damn Egyptians. I'm saying it makes no sense because they can't think, bro.
We Africans and the Egyptians is black. It's crazy. Definitely crazy.
So I'm saying these, yo, they're not thinking. And I'm saying the study of history, right? The study of history shows you how to access. You get that? You could have very well studied anything, any serious study. The study of evolution, bro. It allows you to think differently from where your basic family members would actually think, bro. Like So it's about thinking. It's about using this to think, yo. That's my point. We're not actually thinking. We even if you understood all the plans that Kamala's putting out, her policies, and Trump is putting out, man, you could look at that and say, right? And then you would hear a name like Alex Jones, bro. Right? And if you've been studying, you'd be like, come on, yo. He can't. So maybe you don't see the code. I get it, right? But I am telling you, right, that not the fact that you study Black history to say they Black. See, that's what I think we're getting this mixed up. That's not what I'm actually talking about.
Yeah, clear that up for me, please.
And the tools that it requires to get a real anthropological understanding of Africans that have traversed to America will carry on in different aspects of your life. That's what I'm saying. That is as clear as I can make it, brother.
So this is where I think we miscommunicate that a little bit, right? So what I understand, right, and I'll put it up on the screen. I don't even think that's necessary. I trust you trust me. But what I'm actually sitting here reading, right, is that I'll just do it just for formality purposes.
Can you put up there?
This makes it really simple for me when I understand exactly what it's about, right? The number one answer. This was the question: what was the evidence Afrocentrism was inspired by activism, right? Number one answer is a response to colonialism and slavery. Resistance to European narratives. Afrocentrism was born out of resistance to Eurocentric narratives that dominated historical, cultural, and intellectual discourse. These narratives often dehumanized African people and denied their contributions to global civilization. Afrocentric activists and intellectuals aimed to rewrite history from an African perspective, focusing on African agency, accomplishments, and resistance. Activism and cultural reclamation. By centering African culture and history, Afrocentrism seek to correct centuries of misrepresentation of Africa in colonial and post-colonial contexts. This intellectual activism is tied to efforts to decolonize education and cultural understanding. So to me, it's very clear that what they were trying to do was combat the narratives of being belittled and dehumanized and not having a contribution to civilization. Right?
Yeah, I agree.
And in their doing that, they also open the door to justify having an African studies department in college curriculums.
Makes sense.
But they did it they were doing it in the spirit of activism and resistance.
Yes, absolutely.
And what I was trying to base my question around was, I agree that that's what it was.
Yeah, I agree too.
And I'm asking you, do you see other people taking that and applying it to our social circumstances and saying that they can use what they used to better our social circumstances here in America, right? And we started talking about Dr.
Yeah, it do make. I'm saying if you do it right, yo, it does. It does.
Okay,
the social standing, because it makes you well read. You know, a well read person can have discussions during a business meeting. I've been in business meetings, man. They get to talk about some Greek shit, history, and I come right in with it. And they're like, okay, they say, okay, he's a thinker. He thinking. Okay, they get to talk about a Roman general or something. And I say, yeah, that's the one that said this. Then they're like, oh, then they know I'm not just reading love stories, bro. Right? They know I have more to offer. Okay, you know what I'm saying? They start to value the level of intelligence, man. You know what I'm saying? I think that's important, yo. I think reading is fundamental, bro. Studying and reading, auto books, all that. I think that's valuable. That makes you well-rounded and I think being a well-grounded person is just important, man. I mean, we can talk about India, we can talk about China, okay? We can talk about North America, South America. We can just have these conversations. Global warming, how is global warming affected here? Okay, so some places they can't afford to follow the measures that would help reduce the carbon print. So then should we all come in? I think that's important to be able to discuss a variety of topics, yo. It just makes you a grounded, well-grounded person. And I'm telling you, man, it gets you back. This is what we're lacking right now. If I'm telling you right now that 90% of the juveniles that in juvenile detention are illiterate, yo, I was basically saying, yo, the history is this a way to get you back interested in reading books? Just read a daggone book, bro, or listen to a good podcast. That I think that's just important for well-rounded individuals. That's all I'm saying. That's that. So yes, I think it was important politically. Not as much now. You know what I'm saying? Like because the things that they did actually put us in a position now. So what I'm saying is you can't be still doing the same thing you were doing in the 50s, though, bro. That doesn't make any sense neither. That shows actually a lack of growth. Yeah, so I'm not saying that's the same thing. The same thing back then, trying that now don't make no sense. That's why it don't make no sense, yo. You get that logic? That's what logic. Listen to me, logic. They're doing the same things that Dr. Benham did in the 40s and the 50s and the 60s. That's why it don't make no sense. And now the people, black men in particular, are making the same mistakes, right, that people was making prior to that process of using your political agenda to promote African and black history. Think about that, though. They making the same mistakes. They don't even know it's here now. They think Alex Jones is saying something that makes some sense.
I feel you. Look,
they found Alex Jones. Dude, this man can say you can abort a baby after it's born, yo. This is the hold on. The whole world was watching a debate between Kamala and Trump. This man said, while the whole world was watching, not a piece of the world, not one piece, the whole world, the whole international community. This man said, once a baby is born, you can abort him. Then he implied that Africans is eating dogs. He said that, bro. Like anybody with some sense, hey, even if I felt that way, I'm not gonna say that right here.
He said it was Haitians that was eating dogs.
Africans, Haitians they've been enslaved. Okay, whatever you want to. I'm just giving I'm giving a basis. I'm just simply saying you wouldn't say Chinese is eating cats. He wouldn't dare say that, bro. Hold on. Would he say that?
He say some crazy stuff.
Nah. Would he say that? Knowing he need their vote. Would he say that?
I mean, that dude says crazy stuff.
Okay, well, he didn't say that. He actually, I'm saying, so the fact that he said that, though, yo, logic, come on, bro. Like, there's no evidence to support that.
He called the coronavirus the China flu. I mean, he says wild stuff. He says wild stuff. I wouldn't put it past him. Dude would be tripping. But I get what you're saying. You know,
my point is,
all I want you to do is clarify what you meant by when you said you feel like it could help you. You know, I disagree, but you know, I
think it helps you be more well read.
I could give you another question.
Hold on, but you know what though? I get it though, because John Henry Clark says study European history first. I did that. Mm-hmm. That was the prerequisite. Chancellor Williams said that too. I'm just thinking, you know. He said don't even go to Africa first. He said go to Europe. Why do you think he said go to Europe?
Because they're the ones who actually recorded it. They recorded what they did.
Right. See how you just see? Is that just like a ghost came in your head to make you realize that? No. Because you're intelligent, bro. You can it makes sense, man. That's my point. So I can tell I didn't tell what type of books you done read on logic based off your conversation. That's important. You're not sitting there, I'm just gonna read a Dr. Ben book. You're not just doing that, bro.
I done read a little bit. I'm not as well.
But that ain't the only book you done picked up, though. That's the point I'm trying to make.
I mean, I done looked at a couple different things along the way. But you know, I feel like I feel like I grasp the concept of things fairly well, and I'm able to articulate what I'm saying. But I mean, you know, compared to a lot of people around here, I'm not that well read. Like compared to somebody like Sosa. I can't hold nothing to Sosa as far as how much he's read. I can't do it. I'll just be honest. But you know, so moving on, right? Let's see, let me get back to this right here. The African nature of the Egyptian civilization and the theft of African civilizations by European and the African American historian Carter G. Woodson, who emphasized the teaching of African history as a way of counteracting feelings of inferiority, inculcated in Black Americans through centuries of subordination by whites. I think that's a powerful line right there.
Read it again.
Go
The
ahead and read that one.
The African nature of Egyptian civilization and the theft of
I didn't mean to start there. Really where I meant to start it was the African American historian Carter G. Woodson, who emphasized the teaching of African history as a way of counteracting feelings of inferiority.
Right. Talk about
this.
That.
This is Britannica, right? This is what Britannica says when I look up Afrocentrism. And I feel like every time that we have these conversations, I can't escape that I feel like I'm dealing with pain, right? I'm dealing with people who are coming from a place of pain, who really resonate with that line right there. They look at themselves in society and they feel inferior. I feel like I'm fortunate enough to not go through that, maybe in the same way.
Are you serious right now? You're speaking proper. Wait, are you serious?
Yeah, I'm serious.
Come on, man.
Yeah, I don't feel inferior.
Why not?
I don't feel inferior to Sosa because he's read more books than me.
No. I
don't feel inferior to the person who.
That's not what I'm saying.
Signs my check because he signs my check.
No. It's a reason why, though, Logic.
Right, but inferior is not the word I'd use.
No, I'm saying
it's inferior. That would be him being superior, and then superior in what way? Economically, that's not him being a superior.
I know you don't feel that way because you read, though, yo.
He would have a superior bank account, but he wouldn't be a superior.
I know, but you feel that way because somebody raised you to read, yo. The world is not just in your little city, dude. You see the whole picture. You don't get that?
I get that.
That's why you don't feel that way. That's the point. You just proved the damn point without even meaning it. My man, has proven the point. And I'm telling you, whether you studied Greek history or Roman history, you know what I'm saying? You would say, okay, man, Rome, Greece, right next to Africa. Even me, look at that too. I'm saying it would just broaden your horizons, bro. I seen it. Being in them streets, bro. I am telling you now, there was a marked difference between a person that lived in the hood that picked up some books and read it and people lived in the hood that didn't. I listen, bro, I would always gravitate to the people in the hood. Listen to me. That could reason with me. That wasn't, you know what I'm saying? In the same environment, but they could reason and we could work out something. We could get some money together. But the people that wouldn't read and was just like, come on, dude. Listen, man, ignorance ain't got no pay stub on it, bro. Seriously. All right. You can be, your mother and them can have all the money in the world and you be ignorant because you just refuse to read anything. Okay. You can be in the hood and read things and your whole world open up, yo, and you can see the vision, yo. So that was, I just let you know a little secret. That's how I would pick who I was going to mess with. All right, those who had some type of intelligence, bro. We can, yo, if you're intelligent, I can work with you, bro. Like I could get you to see that, hey, man, that's how I know a lot of people that be really beefing, they ignorant as hell, yo. Like right now, yo, people actually don't know what a social construct is, yo. Like they really don't get it, right? Well, here's the trick. Here's the trick they try to play on me. We'll fight for years over the social construct. They'll pop up and say, yeah, that expert just said the one drop rule. They don't know what that means, right? I played the video. John McCall told you it's the pseudo-scientific rule, right? Okay, now watch the trick. And here's the extraordinary trick now. So we arguing about the social construct. Then all of a sudden you say, well, I'm just talking about they was dark. Wait a minute, yo, they already had that at the Cairo Symposium. So you can't be saying that I'm just saying it because I want to make you just Egyptians was dark skin. I said they already said the Egyptians is dark skin. Right? So you talking about their race. Now I ain't talking about their race, but you use a racialized term. See, you can't. It's a racialized term, bro. You know why? Because it's not based in science. It's based in how human beings socially construct their ideas, not based in data. But bro, you understand that because there's a certain level of education right there. You get that? Right now, I'm talking Chinese to some people, yo.
See, like, okay, so let's stay right there for a second, right? See, you think that the way you see that happening is that he literally does not understand what you're saying.
Right? Of course not.
The way I see that happening is that he does understand what you're saying.
Just scamming.
He does understand what you're saying, but
Scamming.
His narrative,
nope,
and his agenda that he's trying to push, it supersedes whatever it is you're talking about. That's the way I see it.
No, the police said, we're gonna take the handcuffs off you. You was right. We're gonna let you go. He literally picks up a bottle and busted the police in the head. And get locked back up again. What I'm saying is,
I think you're missing it. I think
no. Listen to what I'm saying. Hold on, bro. That's what they did. Because at the Cairo Symposium, they admit that pieces of Diop's argument and pieces of other scholars that were there, that they was right. That yes, the Egyptians are African. They're not only African, they are indigenous to Africa. And not only indigenous to Africa, they range in skin color. They did all that, bro. And so at that point, you're supposed to clap your hands and cheer and keep teaching that. You ain't supposed to be trying to make them white, black. You ain't supposed to be doing that, bro. They didn't took the handcuffs off and said, you're right. No, you bend down, pick up a bottle, right? Then we got the charge. Then we got the charge. And then we got the charge with ignorance now. Doesn't make no sense, Logic. Logic, we won, Logic. I'm sitting over here fighting over something. We won, Logic.
I'm trying to follow the breadcrumbs, right? The breadcrumbs say that they're doing it to counteract feelings of inferiority. Right?
No, the white people agreed. They was like, you're right. Yeah, but hold on, that's already been, bro. Listen, at this point, bro, you don't gotta counter something that you won. Yo, what are you trying to counter?
I'm trying to figure that out.
It doesn't, the argument doesn't make sense. Yo, they already agreed that they was indigenous Africans. Do you got some people say that ain't enough? So you want to take us back 70 years before UNESCO made the 5 statements on race? You want to take us back to World War II with Adolf Hitler?
Right.
It's a racialized term, yo. Right? Meant to put you at the bottom of the totem pole. Us African Americans, through Black Power and all that, we made it a term of endearment. But Black and African is not synonymous, bro. You can't even tell a person that. They actually think that Africa and Black is synonymous. They really think that, yo. They really think that, bro.
You ain't gonna lie, I've had that conversation a bunch of times. I don't know what's the confusion there.
I heard you say no, because they're ignorant. No, because they're ignorant. Ignorance simply means I do not know. They don't know. And the only reason, you know what I'm saying, I start wilding out, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro, because the actuality, yo, we supposed to teach, yo, right? You supposed to give, when a person is ignorant in something, yo, you supposed to try to raise their consciousness, yo. You know what I mean? A good teacher, yo, gonna meet the student where they at, yo. You feel me? But when the student stick his chest out and start to berate you and make it seem like you the nut and the fool, you got to beat them up and stomp them out and kick them out your class. You got to. You just got to. You just got to. Like, what do you, like, bro, like, yo, I can take my son to the museum, Joe, and he can read it. Oh, they indigenous Africa. That's interesting, Dad. What's indigenous Africa? Nigga, look it up. Easy word. Hey, Dad, does that mean that people didn't come inside the continent and mix? No, indigenous doesn't mean that, son. Are you sure? I don't know. Won't you see? Oh, yeah, that's right. It doesn't. Okay, gotcha. Also, population's been migrating for thousands, 100,000. Yes, they have. So, I got it, Dad. Also, there aren't any perfect, pure Africans. No such thing. Oh, I got it. Why not? Because I said a perfect African would be dead already. Because diseases would have killed him already, because his genome wouldn't have had enough variation to fight against the variations that the billions and trillions of viruses create all day, every day, son. Oh, that's interesting. I got you, Dad. See that logic? See my point? Yo, do you think me and Sosa have knocked down, drag out fights, yo?
Y'all do.
Not no knockdown, drag out, fuck you, nigga. Excuse my language. The hell, we don't do that. Why do you think not?
I mean, y'all don't go there, but y'all, I haven't heard.
Yeah, but we don't have knockdown. I ain't messing with you no more fight. It's a reason for that, yo.
I didn't know that's what you meant, but nah.
Yeah, that's what I mean, yo. It's a reason for that, yo. It's a clear reason for that, bro. It's a clear reason.
What are you saying that is?
Yo, the nigga is well read. And when two well-read niggas meet, yo, we're gonna argue and dispute. But at the end of the day, I can see that. I don't agree the way you put that together, but I see your point, though. An ignorant nigga, he can't never see your point. Yo, they don't see my point for saying that people in Africa don't call themselves black before Europeans came in. Well, why would that be? Because they had their own names, bro. They don't know that. They actually think that white people are superior in naming people. They the ones that are operating from a position of inferiority and don't even know it. See, your ignorance don't let you know when you're ignorant, and they're actually fighting to be on par and be superior, but they're actually operating from a position of inferiority, brother. They're actually doing the very thing they claim they fighting, yo. That's
definitely doing that.
Dude, how could that be, yo?
They kicking racism off and they accelerating it. They going way faster than white.
They going back to the 40s where the Egyptians is black and the Egyptians is white.
I wish they could see that, man. You know what I mean? That's the funniest, the biggest critique, you know, especially the modern Pan-African internet, Pan-African YouTube people. You know, y'all are doing a carbon copy of what white people did to us.
The opposite of it.
It's crazy. So opposite that it's really the same thing.
It's the same thing. You'll not be excused.
Same thing. Same weird thing. I don't see how they don't get that.
And it put us in a position, right, to devalue their whole conversation. Their whole conversation devalue at this point, because you're basically saying that you can't see where the field is. Where's the field at? The field is in anthropology. Today's anthropology and anthropological studies are in a position where they now recognize, watch this, yo, it seems simple, but they now recognize that you should allow the historical and archaeological record of the indigenous people to tell a story, not how we feel. Right? Don't put your mindset on them. Don't put the way you thinking in this thing on them, although we think pretty much the same, right? But allow them to tell their story through their culture, yo.
Yeah, allow the ancient Egyptians to tell their own story. Let's not put our African American lens. And for y'all out there who might be confused, the African American is describing an American, not an African. We are African Americans. I hope that ain't confused y'all, because you really shouldn't be. We are Americans of African descent. So, but anyway.
Yeah, we helped build it. Why you want to get out of the way, Logic? We helped build the place for free, yo. I'm not giving back none of that, bro.
Here in America, right? We're absolutely not trying to become the new separatist or trying to figure out how we're gonna carve out a niche on another continent or none of that. So we all
control over the government.
Yeah, that's all of that's crazy. All of that's crazy.
See, you so ignorant, you don't even know that you can't change Ghanaian policy. You can just get tricked and robbed. You getting tricked.
Yeah.
That's why I always say the whole Pan-African thing be kind of wild because it's only working one direction. Yo, we give all our money, we ain't getting nothing back.
Yeah.
Can I call up Nigeria, yo, and go and get 100,000, 300,000? They got it. They definitely got it. For the African American struggle, like, okay, we want to do a clothing drive and back to school drive, right? Go ahead and send us 300,000. I know my tax money do it all the time, bro. I know what. So we get our tax money does that, right? And just working in these communities, doing what we do, yo. We've done that, yo.
You know, this is how you know it's really crazy, right? Because here in America, they got the system called audits, right? And our checks and balances, where people, if you receive a large sums of money as an organization, you need to record that. You're gonna wind up having to pay some taxes on that at some point, right? That's how it works. So there should be a paper trail, right?
Correct.
So if you're looking for, a large deposit of $10,000 or more from anywhere, you can track that down to an organization. And you know what? You can't find it.
I don't know who I was arguing with. I was in a server arguing with somebody, bro. You can't find it.
You can't find an African organization, an African state, an African country that has built a school in America, made some type of significant deposit of some kind. Now, all you can find is them giving counsel, right? They'll advise
how to be African.
Yeah, let me give you some advice on that. But they ain't getting you no money now.
Let me teach you how to be the indigenous way.
Scam. Now that's a scam. Now that's a good old fashioned Nigerian prince scam.
What's your next question? That's man. Listen, man. Look, bro.
Yeah, but that's. I think we hit most of the points though, man. Because I didn't got. You didn't surprise me with a couple of these answers. I can't lie to you, man. I'm still surprised that you said knowing your history gonna give you an advantage here in our social.
No, what I said was knowing. I said no. I made it clear. I said understanding how to get to your history is the game changer. I'm glad you brought it up again, so we can never make that mistake. Not the fact of knowing your history, because you can know some bullshit, right?
Okay. Okay. Now watch this. Well, look, I brought
difference.
Now I've been counting. I think this is either 4th or 5th time I'm trying to get you to clear it up, right? So
I cleared it up. You just met. I cleared it up when you went over your head.
Mm-hmm. Let's look at unemployment. Right? That's an actual issue African Americans deal with.
That's right.
Unemployment, poverty, whichever one police brutality. Now that you know how to get to it, how will it help solve issues? Unemployment, poverty, police brutality.
That's first of all, each individual family, man, have to take it upon themselves to educate themselves. That's first of all, okay? No matter what the circumstances is, right? Don't reject science and innovation. That should be part of our household, our daily language. It is around my household. Okay. And so far, quote unquote, all my children, I'm saying I got 2 graduated from college, I got 1 ready to graduate, and 1 just went. All right. She's gonna be a neuroscientist. All right, that you know what I'm saying? She gonna end up being a surgeon, right? But first, she got to do that first. All right, and pre-med, you got to do that. You got to pick it. And she wants to be a neurologist, right? Okay, but that's because the subject's been all around the house, yo. You feel me? And so what I'm saying is this very conversation I've been having for years, yo, have inspired my children, bro. So I know what it is. Talking about school all the time, talking about the right way to get to the stuff. And I'm saying, so well, maybe it's just work in my household, having the journal of science on the thing. Don't make them read it, just put it there. And now and then you see them peep. I ain't told them, but I ain't made nobody read nothing. Just got them there, bro. And kids are going to be curious. And then they'll ask the question. Right? And then we had a discussion, right? Dr. Ben name would come up. I didn't tell them about no damn Dr. Ben, yo. They hear right, Akabulan. Me and my daughter argue. Akabulan, this. I say, nah. I was laughing. I said, see, Dr. Ben, who the hell is that? Well, go check that book right there. That's a damn typewriter book, Dad. Right? That's Okay, let me Evelyn. I bet. So by the time my kids get to school, yo, especially my daughter, yo, they're gonna be talking about evolution and stuff in neurology, bro. You didn't have those conversations about me. Think about that, yo. That she ain't just popping up out of nowhere with this, yo. It's been part of her whole thing. All my kids, education, that it's been. I didn't have to make them do nothing. It's you know what I'm saying, they moms, you know, I mean, educators. So I'm just making a point here, yo, that understanding that your history can be found in the college setting is very intriguing because that's where you find your history, right? In the college setting, in the libraries, in books. You know, a book is worth more than gold, bro. Always have been, always will be. Okay, not necessarily a hard book, but the knowledge in those books, yo. And that's what it's supposed to have been. It's supposed to have been that, yo. That's supposed to have been it, yo. Understanding how to get to subject, bro, is where we lack through slavery, because slavery took everything from you. So how do you get back to that? Okay, there's sciences that have been created to help human beings understand something. So what is it that the Black community is trying to understand? Like you said, well, how can I help you with unemployment? Well, you probably should have took your ass to a school, whether it's a trade school, right? Whether it's a college, you have to go to school. You have to go to higher learning on the subject, bro. There's no way around that. You don't have to sit around and be poor. You don't have to sit around and not educate yourself. You know, poor is a state of mind, yo. And you may say, well, man, come on, yo, them kids who parents just not making ends meet, stuff like that, yo, man, that's real for them. And I agree that's real for them, yo. That's when the rest of us got to kick in and help. Maybe some of these shows, a kid on the phone can pipe through and see, man, okay, so you mean I don't got to always be like this? What they talk about Bitcoin, or they talk, what is that? They talk what, and make and strike the curiosity in them, yo. Okay, well, what do they mean by pseudo? Well, when a person teaches pseudo, they're the only ones that can benefit from it. You feel me? When you give them correct information, they can use it and digest it and put it into their own lives, yo. Yeah, pseudo information only works with the person that's kicking it, because he's the only one that can get some dollars off of that. You can't take a pseudo information and take it in the field that's very competitive, yo. These fields are competitive now, brother. They've been competitive. America is a competitive place. So you're not gonna take no wild misinformation into an industry, yo, and think you're gonna get up on it, yo.
Absolutely not.
Okay, then. So if you know the difference between how to get to real authentic history, then you know how to get to what you need to get to in anything, bro. That's my whole point. So let me tell you what Black history did for me.
Okay.
It drew me to science. For real. Made me take a good hard look at it. That's the difference for me. Not knowing if the difference was black or gray. That didn't do it. That wasn't it. It was the fact that now, yo, I can research anything properly, know the difference between information and disinformation, yo.
Okay.
That's what it did for me. I can't, knowing if the Hebrews was black, white, or green, that didn't do nothing. That's the pseudo. That wasn't really supposed to do something. You feel good for 20 seconds. Yeah. And it'd be a lie anyway, though. You're like, yeah. How did that change your unemployment?
There we go. We get him closer to the rails now. So look,
it doesn't. No, just knowing that the Hebrews are black, white, or green. No, it doesn't help you, bro. It make you feel good, dude.
Okay,
that's it.
Okay. I wish we could have got started there like about an hour ago. I ain't gonna lie.
Well, you got 15. How much? When you shutting down?
I mean, I think I want to shut down in about 15, 20 minutes.
Well, we right there now.
Right. I wanted to ask you if you want to take some questions, or if you just kind of want to start
take some questions.
Okay, I'm gonna open up the panel for a couple minutes, man. See what interesting characters come up here and join.
I ain't doing all that tonight. Nope.
Yeah, that's what I meant about take some questions.
Nope, okay, I can take some questions from the chat.
Okay, you talking about just out the chat? They ain't responding fast enough. All that. Let me I'm gonna run a quick short commercial, see if somebody puts something in there, and if not, we'll just wind it down.
Man, big up to your bros too, man.
Yeah, for sure, man. Definitely appreciate you coming on, supporting
the crew. Big up to the crew.
I think this was fun. I got your viewpoints on record. And it's cool, and I plan on doing some more of them, man. I think these can be some relatively tough questions, especially when, especially like when you if you've been dealing with that information for a while, I think they're really, really good questions. And I know I wanted to ask you because you've been around them, you've been on both sides of it.
Yeah, I've been around it.
Yeah, you've been on both sides of it. You talked to these people for a lot longer. What was you about to say though?
Yeah, I know Donnie Williams gonna say this. Hey, Donnie, you need to get a better question there, Donnie. Donnie keep doing the same old thing about the Magi thing. You funny, Donnie. Donnie, funny guy.
Yeah, I'm not one of those people that have a problem with people changing their position. That don't bother me too much. As you know, as a matter of fact, I would prefer to see somebody have grown than to be stuck, for 10 years in the same spot, 5 years in the same spot, 3 years in the same spot. Let me know that you're actively trying to get better. And, to me, that's what I expect to see. I don't expect to see somebody saying the same thing in 20 years. Now, that's the person that you really got to watch out for real.
The person never changed their position.
The person that never changed their position. Yeah, you gotta watch out for that. They might be setting their own standards, or that's the kind of people that you gotta watch out for right there.
Yeah, you know what? I agree with you, man. But I like to, I appreciate, man, your brother Hitch though, right? And he actually, he gave me some classes. He gave the whole service some classes, right, on how to navigate that AI tool, man. That shit's been pivotal, yo. And what we doing, yo. That shit's and then he did some fire ass shows on here with the AI thing, yo. That's super dope, yo. I don't think people be knowing that shit be, fire. You feel me? Yeah, so take time to get them classes, man. Take time just to be.
It's a big deal, man. Hits is he's well ahead of the game as far as as far as the AI stuff, man. So it's a blessing to be able to be around people that's into things that are progressive, right? And that's one of the big reasons why I feel like it's important, for me to be a part of this company, because I see the progressive part of what we're doing, and we're 4 black males together that are trying to achieve something, and we're trying to sit at the forefront of different frontiers, right? Not even just the one thing. We're here on YouTube. We're here doing some other things, and we're using AI to our advantage, right? So we're going to be a young company using some of the most up-to-date stuff out there, right? Just being honest with you, that you can use from your house on the computer. There are people making money like that, so that's where we at. But let me run a quick commercial right quick, man. I'm gonna come back with probably a few more questions, and then we'll call it a night.
All right.
See the city, see that I'm a country nigga. Hey. Straw hat with my fishing pole with a cup of liquor. Hey. City folk be so amazing, my country rip. Hey. Over yonder, see them boys hate, but they ain't fucking with. See the city, see that I'm a country nigga. Hey. Straw hat with my fishing pole with a cup of liquor. Hey. City folk be so amazing, my country rip. Hey. Over yonder, see them boys hate, but they ain't fucking with. Country boy, I need hot sauce on my catfish. Texas boy, you can point the shit in your athlete. Was a little kid on the front porch doing backflips. Had wood grain on my Hot Wheels, that's practice. Born in 89, but the 84s be sticking out like a cactus. Had a wine colored Cadillac with a soft top with my last bitch. And I pulled up and I was laughing with more wood grain than a casket. Speaker shaking and blasting, so I can't hear shit that you asking. Used to be outside playing 25 till it's nighttime, we was all in. Black boys and Mexican boys, we didn't give a fuck, we was all friends. Rolling deep with my family tree, see we all cutties, yeah we all kin. In the whip we gon' pile in, gon' get it live on the dead end. Keep fishing rods in my back seat and keep a backwood as my cigarella. Camel down from head to toe, about to go hunting with your Cinderella. In the duck blind with your main dime. At the lake she done took the bait. Country boys in his country ways. City slickers really can't relate. See the city, see that I'm a country nigga. I'm a country nigga. Ay. Straw hat with my fisher pole with a couple lips. With a couple lips. Ay. City folk be so amazing. My country rich. My country rich. Ay. Over yonder, see them boys hate, but they ain't fucking with. They ain't fucking with. See the city, see that I'm a country nigga. I'm a country nigga. Ay. Straw hat with my fisher pole with a couple lips. With a couple lips. Ay. City folk be so amazing. My country rich. My country rich. Ay. Over yonder, see them boys hate, but they ain't fucking with. They ain't fucking with. Country boy, I need hot sauce on my catfish. On my catfish. Texas boy, you can point the shit in your atlas. On your atlas. Was a little kid.
Hey, okay. You ready for this one, bro?
I'm ready.
I got a little curveball right quick. I'm gonna throw down the pipe right quick, right?
Yeah, I knocked curveballs out the daggone park, yo.
Okay. So let's real quickly talk about Dr. Ben. You know,
Yep.
your favorite person, right?
Favorite.
So
I mean, I'll say favorite mean like I got a few of them.
nah, I know that. I understand. I've heard you say a favorite for about 5 people, but I get what you're saying. I'm just laughing because that's you. You know that's just cool. But so okay. So Dr. Ben received some critiques during his lifetime. Am I right or am I wrong?
Absolutely.
He absolutely did. Now,
Important. I think it's important.
Now he was critiqued for the accuracy and bias of a lot of his information, and yet he continued to teach it. So,
name one. Name one.
You said name one?
Yeah. Do you know what thing he continued to teach?
Yeah.
Well, you might not know.
Now, top of my head, I have to look that up. Let's see. For example, his assertion.
I ain't gonna hold that against you.
No, for example, his assertion that the ancient Hebrews were Black Africans, and his argument that significant aspects of Western civilization were directly stolen from African culture, were met with skepticism by many scholars who saw these assertions as lacking significant evidence. So there's just one random particular example, right, of something that he failed to retract during his scholarship. What does that say about him and his integrity? Now the quote says that what he was saying lacked significant evidence. So
that African culture, that what?
Let me put it on the screen.
Yeah, you said it. You actually said it.
Put it on the screen so we can both see it.
I'm trying to find this day. I cannot believe I can't find.
So it says, for example, his assertion that the ancient Hebrews were black Africans and his argument that significant aspects of Western civilization were directly stolen from African culture were met with skepticism by many scholars who saw these assertions as lacking significant evidence. So what does that say about his scholarship? I mean, about his integrity, the fact that he would continue to teach that.
Yeah, but Western culture, a lot of Western culture did come out of what they would consider to be Greek culture, right?
Okay.
And there's a significant connection to Greek culture to Egypt, which is in Africa. Now, you might have overemphasized shit, and now we can really triangulate on the shit.
Wait, hold on a second.
There.
You saying what are you saying? Greek culture come out of Egypt?
No, not all of it, but aspects of it absolutely does. Yeah, I mean that ain't even up for argument. We don't got put it in the thing.
I'm just trying to hear exactly what you're saying. I'm not
put
saying
it in ChatGPT.
I'm not saying that there's no influence there.
Yeah.
But you know what came to my mind initially? The like infrastructure and like how their judicial system would have been set up. Because I hear other people say that, but they don't explain it well, right?
I
like
went too hard.
They think that democracy comes out of Egypt. That's that's just not true. But that's not what you said. So
that's not true. Yeah, they go too much. I mean, come on, they over like come on, but we don't promote that though.
No, I didn't say you did. I didn't say you did.
So he made a lot of mistakes. You can say he was just out. If depending on how you feel about him, he's a controversial figure. If you feel like he's a liar about everything, right? Then he lied about everything. All right.
I mean, when does it become a lie? If I come up to you and say, "Man, that thing that you saying right there, there's no evidence of that."
I think
but you're going to keep saying it. What are you? What?
I'm saying I would absolutely say that he got that from white people.
Okay, so what the white people do?
All you gotta do is look at the bibliography. They had plenty of books written on the subject that Egypt came out of that Greece. Well, the Roman deities, the Greek deities, and then the Greek deities come from a lot of Egyptian deities. You know that's an easy one. You can type that in the ChatGPT. And so it was a lot of white authors that was promoting that. He simply used the white authors. I'm saying Cambridge Press. All the ones you think I mean, come on, dude. We can go to the back.
Okay, so look, if those white authors were critiqued and then it was founded by their peers,
they was wrong.
They were saying
it was wrong by a lot of stuff.
It was wrong. Okay, so
then
continue to teach it. What is
so why don't they call all them liars? Why we gotta call? Why you get it? Like why they just say okay, the stuff y'all got right, y'all right. Stuff you got wrong, you was wrong.
Why they both can't be liars though? What's the problem?
Because that's not actually how you do. If that's the case, then the whole world's a lie, nigga. Shit. Because that's not actually how you teach history. You know that, right? Because then you would never have no heroes. That's not actually, and I know that's hard for you to get, right? He just was wrong. He was just wrong.
Okay.
Yeah, shoot. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Now, as far as degrees, right? The stuff he was lying. But I ain't never mad at a person lying at white people in the 50s in the 60s. I ain't mad at you, yo. Like you're not gonna get mad at me because I'm lying about the school and you got bathrooms entitled white and black Negro. Like, come on, dude. Like, I don't think that's right. Yeah, I don't think that's honorable, yo. Trust me. Matter of fact, I think you're a sucker if you ain't lying to him to get ahead. That's how I feel. Yo. I feel like you're a sucker, yo. They got the Negro bathroom, the white bathroom, and you there telling them niggas the truth and don't get a job. I think you're a sucker. That's just me, bro. What'd it say?
You know what? It took your side.
All right, see?
I'm gonna be honest. They say overzealous.
Go ahead. What's that?
He was overzealous in his interpretations. So that's what the robots say. The robots say he wasn't lying.
What else?
So you know what? You know what's funny about that?
What?
So are the people who saying a black Egypt, are they being overzealous or are they lying?
Huh?
So the people who getting it wrong about black Egypt, are they overzealous or are they lying?
Nah, they lying now. Yeah, because they know. Hold on, let me tell you how we know they lying. See, we can show how they lying. Because ain't no books to say what they saying. They say
You
that's
got a
my
point
own work.
there.
They say that's my own work. It
You
has
got a
not been
point
peer
there.
reviewed. So the fact you would come out and confuse people acting like it's accurate, you're lying because you already know what you know how we talk about peer review around here, how important it is and scientific consensus, yo. Anybody in this realm right here, yo, you know what I'm saying? They know what the hell peer review is, yo. I can't come up with a paper, you know what I'm saying, that says my work that ain't got no peer review on it and act like it is, yo.
You got a strong point there. I can't argue with you on now.
That's my work. Wait a minute, dude.
They go hard.
So let me share my
Go ahead.
screen.
Go ahead.
Yeah,
They let you do it.
I'm trusting Wikipedia. You trusting Wikipedia?
I mess with Wikipedia.
All right. Yeah, me too. I'm gonna
I'm
go
about
with
to
Wikipedia.
98% on Wikipedia.
I'm gonna go right here, yo. I agree with all this, all that. Yeah, they got him. Look, got him. got him. But when it come right here, though, see, don't nobody want to talk about this, right? He later taught at City College. So did the man teach at City College? Yes or no?
That what it said.
You know how serious City College is, right? Now watch this. From 1973 to 1987, how many years is that? He was an adjunct professor
14.
at Cornell University, right? Is that the truth?
What is that?
Huh?
What is that?
How many years though? How many years is that?
14.
Damn near 15. How many years is that?
14.
Okay, so how many people in the college community could teach at Cornell for 14 years, yo? See, don't talk me to death, yo. See, don't talk me to death, yo, and all his mistakes and all that, yo. That man had a 14-year run at Cornell University, yo. Prior to that, right? He remember he got put out of city. Watch this, yo. They put him out of City College because he didn't have the degrees he claimed he had, right? And they was like, Dr. Ben, you ain't have to lie about that. We'd have kept you anyway, right? But they had to get rid of him, right? But then why would Cornell pick him up? Because he had to been doing something, right? Wasn't no perfect dude, but something he had to do was right. And see, that's what I don't like, yo. See, we don't talk about his accomplishments. We just the pseudo niggas around here, yo. They just talk that shit, dog. They could never do what Dr. Ben did, yo. They ain't even got enough heart to lie on their resume in the middle of racism, white supremacy. They got fear, yo. I was a boss. You know what? I really didn't. I ain't had no degrees or nothing. You go over there and sit down, then, son. Go ahead and get the trash, right? See, people don't understand time and dates and functionality. Like, dude, they had the signs up. It said the white bathroom, and they said the Negroes. Now, I dare you go to the white bathroom. I said the white water fountain, right? And the water fountain for the Negroes. How many of y'all would have joined out the white that daggone quote unquote water fountain? Y'all been right away to the Negro water fountain, scared to death. Scared to death. See what I'm saying? So all I'm saying is, bro, look, that man taught at Cornell University for 13, 14 years. Yo, don't talk me to death. Yo, go talk to somebody else that's listening. I ain't listening to it. Y'all got to at least teach at Cornell University. Crazy. And if I dig deep in there, they consider him to be an influential figure. See? At Cornell University. So you think I'm listening to Cornell University, yo? Right?
You know, I get that. That's
yeah. So I ain't listening to niggas that's on YouTube. I ain't got time for it.
To take that away from them. As a matter of
fact, we can't.
I gave them all the appropriate props, right? They pioneered starting the African Studies department in collegiate curriculum. They did that. That's a big deal. You know, I'm not gonna say that that's absolutely nothing.
You can't say it. Look, dude, with all the stuff he got wrong. Listen, yo, that's Cornell University, yo. What we talking about here, yo? What's the department he was in? Let me find that. Hold on. Why are we doing it?
He was in was he in Middle Eastern department? I remember hearing this answer before.
It's the Black Studies. What is it? Damn.
I don't think they had Black Studies yet.
Not Black Studies, is God dang it, man. Academics. International Academic Program, rankings, library at Cornell Press. Man, yo. Can't believe I can't find that, man. Damn, yo. Man. They got a different degree rankings. It's the what's it called, man? God dang, man. They got building named after John Henry Clark.
You sure it's not Middle Eastern studies?
Nope, it ain't Middle Eastern studies. I can't believe it slipped me like that. That's crazy, yo. Student life research. Nah, man, they got a science, technology, engineering, research, philosophy. Got a whole thing, bro. They got a whole library named after. Let's see. Got a whole library named after John Henry Clark, yo. Man, I done seen people joke John Henry Clark, yo.
John Henry Clark. Now that's probably one of my favorites.
I just got a problem, yo, with people that crack jokes about dudes and they can't hold their damn underwear, yo. That's what get me, yo. You know what I'm saying, yo? That's what, you know what I mean? That really like you. Listen.
Bother me too much.
Yeah, that bothered me, yo. Yo, you can't even stand. No, you can't even stand in front of a daggone college motherfucker, a thing full of college students and convey your ideas, yo. It's different, yo, when them lights get bright. Yo, I done taught in front of college. It's different, yo. Got 30, 35 students listening to you, bro. It's different standing in front of that. Make sure you ain't, it's different, bro. It's different, yo, when them college students can go down the street to the library and look at what you saying. What you say? Yeah, go ask your anthropology teacher. Go to the library, right? Look up the evolution. Look up John Edmonstone. Go ahead and look. You know what I'm saying, yo? It's different, yo.
You know, I mean, you know, bro.
Different, bro. Nah. See, that's why I don't like YouTube, because everybody can be a hero.
I don't think that's all the way fair, right? Because I can remember times when I used to take basketball real serious, right? And I'd be in my backyard, right? I'm practicing for hours, days and days and days. You know what I'm saying? I go right to the court up the street from the house. Some little dudes up there, you know, they younger than me. First shot I miss, you know what they holler, he trash. You know what I'm saying? But that's just what we do. We just be cracking. Like to some small degree, like I don't think it's like that super duper serious. They don't know me, I don't know them. We just, you know, we just engage in the way that we engage with each other. Now, so I don't take it that personal. Now, I tell you the part I actually don't like though, right?
What's that?
I don't like looking at it through this lens of I have to look at that as some world-beating accomplishment. I don't like that part. Now that's just me, right?
What part? What part being a world-beating? What part?
The accomplishment or teaching at Cornell for 15 years or accomplishing the African Studies department. I don't think that's what they set out to do. Straight up and be honest with you.
No, they said that.
Let me tell you how I look at it, right?
What?
Imagine you start a civil rights organization, right? In 1909. And you don't get an accomplishment until what is that? I think it's the early 80s, 1982, 85, or whatever it was. And your accomplishment is an African Studies department. Not no civil rights bill, not no local law change. You ain't dismantled Jim Crow. All you accomplished was African Studies department in 70, 80 years. To me, I would say,
yeah, but you're wrong. That's what you're messing up. Now I got you.
Go ahead.
You can't look at things in a vacuum, yo.
I got to give a hindsight right now, but go ahead.
Yeah, so meaning like you got to prove that you could do it to people. So you're actually dealing with a group of people that actually think that you're subhuman, right? And they have developed pseudoscience around that to prove and verify that you're subhuman, that you really can't think. And the fact that they ran into ancient cultures in a hunter-gatherer stage, they used that to their benefit to say, see, they ain't got no clothes on. They didn't get intelligent until they came amongst us. And not until Charles Darwin changed the narrative, that was the narrative, And so it was important for us to be able to go to colleges, and actually get good grades, because they didn't think we could do it, bro. So yes, it was important. Let me share my screen for this brother to be able to do this. It was. I mean, seriously, if you look at the whole thing. Now, there's a lot of always overemphasizing shit. I agree. I do it. I call it hyperbole, You know what I'm saying? Okay, that's what we do.
That's hyperbole. That's part of the game.
That's part of the game. I do it well. Look, Cornell African Studies and Research Center. Okay. Here you go. Africana Studies and Research Center. This is what it was in at Cornell University. Is an academic unit devoted to the study of global migration and reconstruction of African peoples, as well as patterns of lineages to the African continent. And amongst the peoples of the Africa diaspora. Okay, it says the Africana Studies program offers 23 graduate and undergraduate courses each semester. Africana offers an undergraduate major for students at Cornell University College of Arts and Sciences, as well as, a PhD through the Cornell University Graduate School. Come on, bro. It say, watch this. The John Henry Clark Africana Library, located at the center's focuses on the social, economic, and political dimensions of the history and culture of peoples of African descent. It is more than 17,000 volumes that's in the library, right? So this is the focus right here, Here you go. So look, social, economic, and political dimensions of the history and culture of peoples of Africa. That's what you study when you study African history, bro. You're not just studying who made the first daggone car. But watch this, though. When we come in, we click this button, notable past and present faculty. Let's see who named. Look, boom. There you go. I didn't put this on here. Did I change it? Did I hurry up and change it for the show? No. Dr. Ben, adjunct professor. There you go, So I'm not listening to these people, bro. They just run their mouth, They crack a joke while they listen to the program and type their little Twitter fingers and their little YouTube fingers and crack joke. You think they crack? No, they serious, bro. They'd do a whole show on that. But see, while white people respecting that man, though, see, they respect them. They can easily. You don't think they know about Dr. Ben lying on resumes by now? Wouldn't they go in and change that, bro? How can it be a notable faculty? No. What makes this man notable in the annals of come on, bro? So I'm saying is just give a man this respect, You don't got to make it no more, no less. Just put some respect on the man's name, because he doing what you can't do. That's all I'm saying, bro. If you can't dunk, stop joking at the nigga, And what you doing a whole show and the nigga can't dunk and you ain't never dunked in life, and this nigga dunking. You don't like the way he dunked.
So that was a slam dunk,
Yeah. See, niggas talk about me. Niggas ain't published no papers,
Look. Nah.
Don't talk to me.
It was slick. I'll say it was slick. I ain't gonna say it was no slam dunk. See, okay.
All the stuff we say about that man, they know. How you know it's in the Wikipedia article?
I know you put the shield up when it comes to Dr. Ben. I ain't trying to get
I don't got to put no shield up. It is what it is. You've never heard me say the man didn't lie about having degrees.
That's what you do, but you do. I'm being honest with you, right?
How? Tell me how. Ask me a question that a person got a shield about Dr. Ben.
You called him finessing his way in the teaching at Cornell for 14 years a slam dunk.
What do you mean he finessed his way? He didn't. They already knew he didn't have no degrees. That was the finesse game was over with after he got fired from City College for having lies on the resume, bro. He couldn't finesse at that point no more.
He couldn't finesse at that point no more.
Nope. It's over with, bro. We know. Why you do it, Dr. Ben? We knew you ain't had no damn degrees for real.
I'm gonna still call him finessing,
That's fine. And watch this. Hey, call it what you may, but ain't none of our names up there.
It ain't. You got that one. If you
Yeah,
call
I
that
know.
a slam dunk, I'll let you have that.
I mean, it ain't a slam dunk to people. It ain't. Listen, it's a slam
Yeah.
dunk for me because for me, right? When Dr. Mayat, you know what I'm saying, call me in, pay me to talk to her incoming students, right? And the senior class and all that, you know how they make me feel, And
Personalize it.
everything I say, they
Don't
can literally,
personalize it. Look, I'm
they can.
trying to make a point. I'm
I'm
trying to
just
make
saying,
a
they
point.
can actually go look like, come on, who gets that opportunity? Like, this is me, I'm in the
Now let me
street.
say this right quick. Got you. So I'm saying that's not a slam dunk.
All right, that's our opinion.
Right?
I don't argue over opinions no more.
Because
So hold on, slam dunk for what though? To erase the lies? What? What's it? What? What we saying?
I'm saying it's not a slam dunk because we might be talking about his personal achievements, but I'm talking about from where they set off, right? They launched this spaceship, and their intentions were to crack the code of scientific racism, all that kind of other stuff, right?
They did that. Yeah,
they did that,
and they proved that black people add to the history of African people.
Right quick. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about that after this, right quick. Right?
All right, go ahead.
So I'm considering a slam dunk is the NAACP. That's a slam dunk.
It was part of it. All of it. They definitely did a great job.
What?
You don't like the NAACP?
No, you said Dr. Ben was a part of NAACP.
No, hell no. I said a part of the whole. No, we needed to participate in all avenues in America. Being able to tell, we African Americans should be able to tell African history and African American history, Carter G. Wilson, bro. Nature knows no color, Yeah. All that, what you at? See, that's what I always get you at. I say, Logic, you act like we had people really telling our story, We ain't had nobody doing nothing, Carter G. Wilson and them, they had to come up with they own shit. It wasn't nothing for that. It wasn't nobody there, Joel A. Rogers, Nature knows no color, Listen to the words. Nature knows no color, He was fighting against racism right there in the title. People didn't even get that. People didn't even get that. So what I'm saying is we had to prove that we could do that better.
You see no problem with that?
Huh?
You don't kind of see the contradiction in what you just said?
How?
Because you telling me,
right,
this man make a subliminal title for a book, right?
Yeah.
Where he covertly is fighting racism, and you got an organization like the NAACP that's taking racism to court.
No.
That's a slam dunk for me.
Oh, okay, yeah, but without people proving that they could do it, they looking at you like he's crazy. You saying it, but I don't see you doing it. They seeing them doing it. So I'm saying it wasn't just one fight, You get it? Like it was. You act like it was one punch. It's the boycotts, right? It's being able to teach at high levels, right? It's Thurgood Marshall and them. He was a civil rights lawyer. Right, he's proven we can go to college and we can fight them on their ground. We can fight them in all aspects, Understanding law, understanding sophistication, understanding evolution. We human like you, bro. We on the same level as y'all, but you got to prove it, and we proved that. Now the issue is, now that we prove we could do it, now we going right back to the spot where we had to prove. We don't got to prove it now. You just got to do it now. The avenues are open because of people like the NAACP. One of the strongest, and then you got some of the strongest organizations, like the Christian church. We bash the Christian church too much at times, right, for what they believe. But it's the institutions that got us through. The belief is just a belief, bro. But the institutions. So I don't bash the Christian church. I'm like, come on, how I'm gonna bash them and they got institutions that we ain't built yet. That they allow us at any time, any moment in history to use their institutions. I done seen SETI. I'll never forget it. Kent brought us in South Carolina. Paid for everything, brought me in, you know what I'm saying? With Aswell Quasi. I got a chance to speak a couple minutes, man, say my thing. One of the crowning moments for me, right? But it was inside a Christian, it wasn't the church, but it was the sidebar thing. It was the thing the building they had built, right? That pastor helping the community allowed me to come in, allowed Kent to come in and just give some information I think that's powerful. Said he go down there and bash him and get put out. The man never let us come back again. That's when I realized, I was doing too much. Just the thinking was wild. So I'm not worried about what you believe as a Christian, right? I think it's important to recognize the institution where we can go have a meeting, civil rights movement meetings. We can go have buildings. You know what I'm saying? I think all that's important now. It's just part of my growth and development, bro. So yes, the NAACP was super important. Yeah, but those historians, Carter G. Wilson and them, yeah, Joel A. Rogers and them, that was important too. That was part of the Harlem history class. You can't even find moments like that no more, yo, where people have no understanding.
So look, do you realize that what it sound like you saying?
Well, make sure I ain't saying it.
Let me make sure you're not saying it right before I accuse you of saying it. That these African American historians,
yes, they was getting a lot of stuff wrong. Keep going.
Were as pivotal to our progress and our positioning here in America.
Yep.
As the NAACP.
Yeah. Oh, they couldn't have did it without each other.
Oh, you ain't say that. Oh,
I said it.
On,
I said
man.
it. I said it.
You being overzealous like Dr.
So?
Ben was right now. I don't know what's making you do that, bro. That's
how you gonna tell me? Hold on. You saying Joel A. Rogers, yo? Forget Dr. Ben. You saying Carter G. Wilson, yo?
NAACP get bills passed.
Right. Okay. Right. But somebody got them. Okay. That's one part of the fight, yo. So you trying to say people going in the streets, yo, marching, getting water hose down wasn't just as important as the bills getting passed, yo? Do you think we could have got the bills passed without people saying, hold on. Are you trying to tell me that they could have went in there and passed them bills without people seeing German shepherds eat black people, yo, bite the hell out of them and water hoses, push them down the street? You think we was going to end? No, dog, that was part of it, yo. Sacrificing non-violently, yo. It made people have empathy for us. That was an important part. Do you see the grit they had when they stood up, yo, and them students did them sit-ins, yo? Them students did sit-ins based off of information that people like Carter G. Wilson was writing, motivating them, bro, to make them think they could be somebody, yo. Come on, dog. Like that was part of the criteria during that time. You remember the Black Power had to read some books. You had to know some of this history. Half of that shit was wrong as hell. We know it because we can look back. But they motivated them students. Say, yo, hold on, yo, them damn Egyptians was black. Yo, what you mean, yo? If they built that civilization, we can fight right here. It just motivated them, yo. Just like a Christian is motivated by Jesus Christ, yo.
Fired them up. I got you.
All right, so it fired them up enough to say, let's go sit in. Okay. So what I'm saying is, yo, we could, I like history, right? You have a more like, you like the law shit. That's what you like. I mean, so I'm gonna give you yours. What I'm saying is, yo, they work the hand to hand, yo. Whatever piece you think is better, but you couldn't have one without. You couldn't just have the sit-ins, yo, and not have super intelligent Thurgood Marshall and other civil rights leaders. I mean, other civil rights lawyers, yo. You wouldn't have did it with just a sit-in and a marching. You would have been left out there. So you needed to have somebody that could actually spit that law. You get it? So yeah, yo. I think it was part of the whole struggle, yo. And I don't like the Nation of Islam, yo, but you needed them too.
I mean, I can say that they all play a role, right?
Play the role, yo. To what degree?
If I removed the Afrocentrics, right? I'm not going to say the Nation of Islam, but they had a huge following, right? I'm not even going to remove them. I'm gonna make it easier for myself in my argument and say,
go ahead.
If I remove the Afrocentrics and I just kept the NAACP, I think we still rocking. I think we still doing pretty good. That's just my opinion. Right? I think we still would have found a way to fire ourselves up and figure out how to produce more Thurgood Marshalls. Maybe we might even be here online trying to produce more Thurgood Marshalls instead of producing another Dr. Ben out there.
Man, you ain't even been to the African American Museum, yo.
Which one? The one in DC?
Yeah, you ain't been there, yo.
What that got to do with it?
Man, you should go there. See my favorite person, the Zinger.
You just trying to light up a fire, not dog. But you know, that's another good conversation. I think that's gonna man, that's gonna take us way off topic.
No, it ain't. Yeah, you're right. I'm gonna show y'all something though.
It
Everybody be
is.
playing with me. You
I
right.
think
I don't want to get off
I'm
topic.
actually in the camp. I think she is slavery, yo.
I know you think that.
I think
I know you probably would think she was a slave. I get it.
Right. So here's my analogy.
No,
Right?
with no context to it. You ain't got no slaver.
I got context to it. So here's my analogy, right?
What's the context? Nah, I don't want to do that. We fight.
Yeah,
We be fight.
Let's. Why are you pulling it up? Frank Lucas. Frank Lucas is a gangster,
Dope dealer, heroin,
drug dealer.
not the same person.
Every Christmas and Thanksgiving, he pass out turkeys,
It's
pass
trash.
out money.
I don't like that.
Right? He
trash.
gives back to his community with the drug money.
Mm-hmm.
But it don't mean that he didn't fund all of that with the drug money. He's still a gangster, right? Even though he gives back to his community. That's how he living. That's how he living his life. Now he might try to find a way to do some good along the way as he does it, but you know, all in all, he's still a gangster. You got? Am I wrong with that? Is Nzinga any different than that? Is she?
Yeah, man. One so dope. Yeah.
Also did this.
Yeah,
that,
you
that.
threw me. You didn't threw me an alley oop. Yo, stop it.
One of dope. I could change the name. We could talk about Bumpy Johnson, who had a relationship with Malcolm X and all of that, right? So he might have some entanglement in activism, right? He might be supporting an activist out there. They don't change the fact that the man a gangster. And don't change the fact that he did some good with his money. He's still a gangster. But go ahead. The alley oop in the air.
Yeah, and then Queen Nzinga was the first African nation to be recognized by colonial powers around the world.
Something?
Huh?
You trying to share something or you just reading?
Yeah, I'm just off the top of the dome. I got my share thing. I ain't do that yet. Just for all y'all that don't know, Nzinga was the first on planet Earth African to be recognized amongst the world powers on planet Earth. That African woman was. You say that black woman that started a whole new fight, right? That African, right, from Angola was the first to be recognized. You can find her in the museum fighting against colonialism. That's where you can find her. She defeated all the Portuguese and Spain's governors. She defeated all of those superpowers, right? She defeated other African nations that was wild and crazy. She enslaved and murdered leaders in her own country that opposed her. She chopped off the heads of people that was enslavers. She chopped the heads off and lined the roads. This lady did all of that. She also killed her her brother's son. She did all that. Okay? Simple as that. When she had to dress like a man, she dressed like a man because her country was anti-women. The African nations during that time didn't allow women to be rulers. Okay? Yeah. She did all that. And she fought against 3 different European powers with the Portuguese, the Spain, who else? The Dutch. Undefeated for 40 years, bro. She did that. So if you mad because she had prisoners of war, right, and sold them off into slavery, maybe you should have been there to build the penitentiary for them. They ain't had no jails back then. So what I started to understand is most people don't even understand the thing. They don't even understand what the hell was going on. What was she supposed to do, bro? That was part of their thing. That's what it was.
Look.
But hold on. She wasn't selling dope, though, bro. She was actually liberating her name. Let's get this straight. Don't get it mixed up. Don't just say African, right? And make it seem like it's everybody. No, she had her own nation. They wasn't running around calling themselves African, right? She had her own nation that she had to protect and serve. And she did that for her people. So we looked to her for inspiration, right? We looked at her and say, man, look what that woman did. You feel me? That's why we do that, yo. All right. So I just want to make that point. So she wasn't like Bumpy Johnson. She wasn't selling turkey. She wasn't selling dope. If they'd have left her alone, she wouldn't have did none of that. She took a country, bro. She had to get it back, bro. And she was serious about it. And when it was time to take the slave markets, which was a vital port for the survival of her country, she took that and ran that too. It is what it is, bro. What you want me to do? And she did it at such a level, whatever you want to call it, yo. She's in the African American Museum, yo. So that's another one. So I just like to show you this right here. Big up to Dr. Oyama.
It can be true that she fought colonialism.
She did.
And it could also be true that she enslaved Africans.
It's a why. Do the reason matter? Do the reason matter?
True.
She didn't enslave her own people.
Okay.
Where do you want her to put the people that's trying to kill her at? We should just build a nice little cottages for them. What you think? What you want? Build a penitentiary and then put guards over?
It don't matter what I think. I just think that both things can be true.
Yeah, but that was part of being a world power at the time.
Right. I don't have some moral exception that I wanted to grant her because of her circumstances, which were unfortunate. Unfortunate, you know.
It was unfortunate set of circumstances. They should have never went into Africa in the first place and did what they did. They put the whole area in dysfunction.
100%.
Yeah, they shouldn't have did that. They decentralized trade and commerce. Where the only thing was slavery at the time. They did all that.
You know what would have really been fire if she had a Dr. Ben with her that could have converted the slaves into her African military, right? And then
they did do that.
They would have just so look, then they could have
converted it. They did that. Oh, you didn't know that?
A big military thing against.
They did that. That was part of the thing, yo. So she gave you an ultimatum. Fight with us against colonialism.
Okay.
Right? Lay down your arms or be slaves. What you want? There you have it. The ultimatum. If you stop her, you can't. Share my screen, please, brother.
Yep.
I don't show this often, rarely. So proposing African citizen education in STEM for African American learners. Okay.
Fire.
Dr. Bailey. All right. Dr. James Holly, PhD, and Robert West. That's me right there. All right. This is my contribution.
That's Dr. Mod in the background right there?
Yep. Mm-hmm. Go ahead and put the thing through the checker. Black Excellence in Engineering and Science and Technology manuscripts. Go ahead, throw it in your chat GPT, see if it's a replicable paper, right? A replicable journal. It's the abstract. Y'all can read it. All right. This is my contribution to the community. Big up to Dr. Oyama that gave me a chance, man. I appreciate that, man. And if y'all been listening and learn anything, yo, when you see these papers, I've had arguments with people over these papers, yo. So the first name on the paper, all right, Dan Bailey, Dr. Bailey, right? She's the first one. She's the strongest on the paper. Then James Holly, right? Then he's next, and then me. So I make the least contribution to the paper. All right, that's how I go in academia. All right. So, but I'm here. I'm in the game, though. So don't be talking me to death. Why don't y'all go read to get the numbers up? Almost 1,000 people have read this paper so far around the world. Okay. Different countries. Y'all see the different countries where it's read at. 711 people. Jamaica, Canada. Ghana. So my point is, man, why people trying to destroy my character, yo, I'm always producing, yo. I just wanted to show y'all this to show you, yo, that I'm serious about what I do, yo. See, you ain't gonna be able to get on this paper and pick it apart and say it's pseudo and can't contact and all that, can't contact. No, that's there for y'all to see, man. Go critique that, bro. Right? See, I'm forthcoming with what I'm doing, yo. See, I take this serious, yo. You don't see me holding over nobody here. I'm published, but you don't see me doing that for what? Because I didn't do it for that. I did it, right, to be serious in the conversation. Take me seriously.
I really like about this right here. This tells me that you haven't given up on the idea of this internet can be a tool for us to actually better our community. That's actually what I really like about this. To me, that's fire. And I know that's what you mean when you say, you take it serious.
Yeah.
That's fine. I give you props on that. I definitely can see that in your actions right here. Right. I wish I could see it in the actions of the claims of what other people are making behind their information, and I don't see that. I don't see a clear answer of how it helps us. None of that. Right.
Well, I stand on the shoulders of the people that came before me, so I ain't got to make the same mistakes they make, yo. I don't have to lie about not having a degree. I don't have to do that today. So they set the table where we don't have to play that game today, right? We can just, if your work is serious enough, if people can look up your stuff and it's standardized, right? Where what I mean, where it's with the consensus, yo, then people can actually they can trust you to come in and do a discussion, right? They can trust you to do that, right? So yeah, I mean, it is what it is, man. And when you read the paper, you're gonna see some of my ideas in here, bro. You're gonna see the things I've been talking about all the time in here, bro. You know what I mean? I think it's just important for us to continue to fight. All right. Well sourced out material here, man. Everything is sourced out, man. Right. And I just appreciate Dr. Mayat, man, and her unwavering support for me over the years, man. And so, if I can't keep it, I can't give it away. You know what I mean? I had no idea that Doc was going to really grab a hold of this thing, yo, and legitimize it all the way, bro. She did that, yo. You know what I'm saying? Just think about it, yo. When Dr. Mayat came, and most people don't even know this story, yo. Before Dr. Mayat got on the Amaral squad, yo, when she contacted me, bro, she came to Atlanta. I came down and supported her in the debate she had against Israel Doctor. I'll never forget it, right? And that's when I met her, yo. And we've been kicking it for that long. That's about damn near 13, 14 years now, man. That sister been around, yo. Sister been supporting me, man. And I said, Doc, you legitimate, yo. Right? I said, you got the paperwork, yo. I said, you got to take this STEM thing to the next level. Right? And I said, you already in it. Right? She always had questions about the history and stuff. I said, you got it already. Just go to the libraries right there. And then she educated herself and started applying what she had learned. Yo, look, she a superstar, yo. Now she lead the way. She the leader of the pack, yo. She can get in spaces I can't get into, yo. And the thing that makes her so much love, bro, is that, bro, she ain't forget where she came from, yo. She ain't forget where she came from, bro. She ain't never forgot me, bro. She there. She put me in spaces where it don't even make sense for me to argue like that. No, Mom, that's why I don't do it no more. Because I'm doing other things now. Right? Pseudo Killer's gonna be in a position, yo, in a couple months, yo, that's gonna be different, yo. Community skeptic is gonna be different, yo. You think I'm gonna stop right there? No, I'm gonna pass it to everybody. Big up the Mo. Right? Yeah, she made sure I'm in them scientific conferences. Sister ain't had to do that. Right? Make sure we can qualify for certain grants. There's millions of dollars out there for STEM. Y'all playing, yo. I always say, yo, if you got a grassroots organization that ain't prepared to get federal funding, you got a scam going on. Yeah, we need money to do what we need to do. And it can't be off the damn Cash App. Come on, yo.
Yeah.
Come on, bro.
That's definitely a bad sign, right? When whatever you got going on, you trying to establish, if it ain't set up for federal funding, that's usually a bad sign.
It's a bad sign, yo. Umar Johnson, yo, he's scamming, dog.
I gotta agree with you there.
That's not fair. Yo, millions of dollars. Imagine we'd have had the millions of dollars, yo. Look, imagine if Doc Mayat would have had the millions of dollars earlier. You know what I mean? She got summer camps, yo, now. Right? Where we can teach the babies, yo. What we talking about, yo? Like, we really teaching kids, yo. Doc Mayat is really doing that. Yo, I'm really talking to college students. Bro, this ain't, I think the thing that's really funny to me is, man, that you know, the internet, man, can be a negative and a positive, bro. Let me be the first to say that, yo. All right. But at the end of the day, it's like, what you gonna do with it, yo? Hold on. Watch this. Let me show you this, man. I'm gonna get it out of here, gang, with this one. That's the funny one right here. I'm gonna do this. Come on now. I'm gonna do this. Let's see. Bet. That's what I'm gonna do. Two different things going on here, yo. Two different things going on here. Watch this. All right. We ain't playing, yo. We serious about this, man. Shout out to all the damn pseudo killers, yo. I ain't doing nothing without them, yo. They truly got my back, yo. Truly. All right. So I'm going to share my screen, right? So we know we ain't just fronting and playing, yo. All right. See this? Yeah, yo, I'll be piping in the college classes, yo. Yeah, they up there looking at me. Brother Ankh, yo. I'm teaching STEM, bro. That's a university right there, bro. That's an opportunity, yo. Like, so you help a person, they don't forget about you. When they get to where they going, they grab you, yo. Might take 10 years, but however long it take, yo, y'all stay in favor with each other, yo. Y'all stay honorable with each other, yo. Then they reach back and get you, yo. Come on, yo. How many of us can do that, yo? So why niggas put dirt on my name, yo? Yo, I have a moment with college students, yo, that I can do my thing, yo. And you be surprised. They be like, huh? I ain't never heard of that before. And then I know the mistakes that Dr. Ben made, right? And other scholars and people before me. I'm not a scholar, but at least I've learned how not to make those types of mistakes. Logic. That I can be in this class with these black students right here, yo, and give them the thing. It was a whole class full of people, yo. Look, but I could have been this, though, Logic. Look what I could have been. Could have been this. Big up to the red pill, the blue pill.
Oh man.
Yeah, I mean, I could have been. Hey, that was this Sunday at the last Sunday, man, at the Aswell Crazy joint. I went there, man, and ran into my arch nemesis, red pill and blue pill and all them, man. They was, KT the arch degree and all them, bro. That's what they do, yo. But I had to recognize, man, that I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. They doing what they doing, yo. I don't agree with none of that they say, yo. But I'm saying when we ran into each other, yo, we could look each other in the eyes, yo, and say, all right, yo, I supposed to be talking to colleges, yo, Morgan State, yo, and they supposed to be doing what they doing, yo. It is what it is, yo. You can pick and choose, yo. But I don't do that, yo. I don't do that, yo. I do this right here, yo. That's what I do, yo.
Is that Quasi in the middle? Is that Is that Ashwell Quasi in the middle of that picture?
Nah. It's just no, nah. Yeah, the slick shoes on. The slick. Ain't doing anything.
Boy. You can't do nothing but laugh at this picture right here.
What they doing anything? My man Jeff right there on the left. That's my man, yo. He get money. He got a store down. That's in Black Wall Street. On the left, Jeff. That's my man right there, yo. But hey, yo, it is what it is. You know what I mean? I ain't a hater. I'm participating, yo. I know Blue Pill got a video, got 4 million views, yo. I congratulated him, yo. Yeah. Yeah, and King Simon, yo, he gave me the royal treatment, let me in. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't tripping. But yeah, yo, we doing different things, yo. And I just want to motivate the people, yo, the right way, bro. And I don't never want to end up stuck in time, bro. So yeah, Chef, you did make a statement, yo. I would like to go back to it, yo. And you said that people change nothing wrong with change, but don't change in the middle of argument and don't tell you change it in the middle of argument, right? Not quite sure, but he's right about that, yo, because I remember when all of them was arguing with me that the Egyptians wasn't African. In some kind of way, they all changed their thing. You know what I'm saying? That everybody's saying they African. I remember them days, yo. I'm going to end it with that, bro.
So that's what happened.
That's exactly what happened. They was arguing they weren't African, yo. They was some Middle Eastern niggas. They said it just like that. Some Levantinian niggas. I was like, what? Arguing me down, yo. Remember that like it was yesterday, yo. I don't say it too much, so I know where it's at in the videos. I'm gonna let that go. I'm gonna just chill. I ain't gotta do it. Yeah,
that's a good spot for it, man. We're gonna end it right there, man. I appreciate y'all coming out. Definitely appreciate you, man. This was a good conversation. It was fun, especially the end of it. I think the end of it, that was like the real authentic stuff where we was just kind of like having a real conversation right there. That was fun. That was fun, man. But we Geneva over here, bro. I'm gonna have some more people. I'm gonna have. We just gonna talk.
Look at Mike Jones.
Want to interview James, crazy ass.
Hey, look at Mike Jones. Look. Oh, James, yeah, that'd be a good interview for you. Look at Mike Jones. He said, I'm gonna read it to you. He say, Ankh, did Mayat snitch on her people about that money laundering?
Bro, you know what? I really
like to talk about
just tried to ban this dude, bro.
No, don't ban him. Don't ban him. Let him say what he gotta say. Let me say this to you.
Some stuff is too retarded, Joe.
Nah. I like the way Mike said that though.
Put guardrails up on the retarded stuff.
But he say about some money laundering, so you don't know. So let me tell you what this. When Dr. Mayat got locked up,
you ain't gotta address that.
I want to though.
Internet troll.
I know, but no. I don't do no running from nothing, right? And my background that I come from don't allow me to be with snitches, and so Dr. Mayat came to me, and it was certain paperwork I had to see, right? Because I definitely come from the street. All right, I ain't supposed to, but it's just what it is, and ain't no dirt on my name, ain't no snitching and telling on my name, right? So I'm from the old school, right? So when I ran across Dr. Mayat and she showed me her case, so I looked at the court records, right, and actually somebody snitched on her. That's how she got locked up, because somebody snitched on her about the money laundering. That's what actually happened. They locked her up with over $1 million, bro. $2 million, bro. Even that we done out hustle people. Was better than them in the street. Better than them in this thing they call the internet and teaching people. Always better. Team always been better, regardless. So no shit to snitch on nobody. And if you'd have read the court records, as a matter of fact, they called it a queen pen. You know what I'm saying? And it's because she sold marijuana, about hundreds of pounds, right? That's what she got arrested for, which is a travesty, because now it's legal in most places, right? And that money, she went and got her doctorate degree with it. At the court proceedings, they said, you're dangerous because you went and got a degree. You supposed to know better. They felt her to be dangerous because she was intelligent, but she has turned all that around. Snitching and all that ain't even in her vocabulary. What she has done is been an example for Black women and Black children in this community. She has paid her debt to society. Nobody got locked up because of her. She got locked up because the tough men around her snitched on her. She didn't snitch on them. And we know that because I've read the documents. I know what it was. Right? So whoever Mike Jones is, he ain't from Baltimore. You feel me? All this is public record. Y'all can look it up. Y'all can look at the case. Right? Type her name in. It's going to come up Baltimore Queen Pen. All right? Don't say nothing about her telling the snitching. That's real. So she doesn't have a problem with me telling the story. I told her before Young Pharaoh and them brought the shit out. I said you should tell them anyway. She wouldn't do it. So she does not have a problem with me saying this, right? And anybody that know me know I don't do no snitching. You know what I'm saying? Because I did what I did. I ain't got to tell on nobody. Right? I did till I couldn't do it no more. You feel me? Held my weight. I'm from that school. You hold your weight. You done laughed and joked and fun and traveled the world and the fights and all that, and go anywhere you want to go and eat what you want to eat every day, breakfast, lunch, and dinner out, a pair of tennis shoes for every day of the week, change outfits 4 or 5 times, have anything you want, women you want, money you want, yo, and then you get locked up and you're gonna tell on dudes. Not me, bro. If not for them individuals I had around me, yo, I wouldn't even be living, bro. I had solid dudes, bro. Solid individuals, yo. You know what I'm saying? And that's why, see, Logic, people don't know why I do what I do. You know why I do what I do, Logic? Because I don't want another Black man to go through what I had to go through. I almost lost my life a couple times, you know what I'm saying? Infected the community with bullshit, bro. So this is paying my debt to society, yo. I do this seriously because I want people to take education as a route, not crime, not selling dope, bro, not getting addicted to drugs, bro, not drink, not none of that. Yo, I think that we can defeat this through education, and like you said, the NAACP, and all them, yo, they did it with education, bro, and they're giving us the opportunity. So as you listen to these shows, bro, what we do is serious, bro. You serious about what you do, yo? I would have had a conversation, yo. You question me half to death, yo, with quality questions, bro, for months.
But that's why we cool though. That's why our conversation.
I ain't did no running though, right? You ain't did no running. Come on, yo. When it was time for you to talk to an expert, yo, have at it, bro. See, you know what's funny about that, yo? The whole time you was thinking, oh, Ankh ain't really doing it. I was just setting up the expert for you, yo. But guess what you didn't do? You didn't nut up. See, that's what people do. They nut up. See, before because everybody watch a movie and something's supposed to happen, they think it's an overnight thing, right? But in the real world, yo, you know what I'm saying? Nigga, we ain't getting enough money to do this all day, every day. There's a lot of moving parts. But see, one thing niggas can't say about me, I'm about my word, yo. Right? And if you took the time, yo, to study, to have that debate with Marcus, bro, I was going to make sure it was worth your while. And I appreciate you, yo, standing up, being a stand-up guy, yo, and big up to all your comrades, yo. And thanks for having me on, yo. Should have been having me on first, man, this motherfucker.
I did. I actually kind of did have you on first.
I know.
I didn't start this series, and there's going to be some more people. And by the way, man, can you get me in contact with Dr. Maya? She might be a fun person to have.
Got you.
An hour.
Got you.
Man. Yeah, you got my info, man. I'd love to set up an hour to be able to talk to her, chop it up with her, see what she think about all of this, and actually get, because she got some fire and some vigor that she trying to accomplish something too, and I think that's actually tight.
No, hold on, trying.
They're trying. That's the wrong word. That she out there doing it, y'all. So she involved. She
I got some things, man. The Journal of Science, yo, the science thing that did. Man, come on, yo. All the stuff we talking about, yo. That dream, that vision, yo. She bringing that true, yo. It's just how we supposed to help each other, yo. Like, come on, man. Yo, she done went from being arrested, yo, from being the Queen Pin in Baltimore, Maryland, a ruthless city, yo. See the Queen Pin, yo. For educating, you know what I'm saying, the babies, you know what I'm saying, getting a degree, you know what I mean, and not only a degree, but a doctorate, yo, and helping the community, and then putting back in that community, and then come get my crazy butt, yo, and make sure I'm straight, yo, and send money to Q Butter and all them, you know what I'm saying, they still talk crazy about it, yo, you know what I'm saying, I ain't talking about a couple dollars, yo, I ain't talking about bro. Come on, dude.
Well, the best polite way to say it is just how you said it, bro. If your organization ain't set up to receive government funding for whatever reason, paperwork, ideology, probably a bad sign, bro.
It's a bad sign, bro. You scamming, yo. Scamming, bro.
It's a bad sign for something. If longevity or you intend on actually getting it done on a large scale, or it says something,
Man, look, yo. Look, bro. Big up to Joel, big man. I see Sister Sci-Fi in there, yo. I see Mick in there, yo. Even you, Donnie Williams. Hey, Donnie, one day I'm gonna show you that DNA test, yo. It ain't say I was a magi, though, yo. You playing, yo. So that was a misstatement right there. It ain't say that, but it did say I had a connection to Egypt, yo, and then I didn't really understand that DNA test to the degree I would understand it now, too, Donnie. So you can get up off that one, bro. Yeah, you can definitely get off of that. But yeah, man. So we serious at what we do, bro, and I appreciate that, man. It was a great discussion, man. Baltimore Ravens, yo, they playing Monday Night Football, yo. Make sure y'all tune in, yo. I know Sosa gonna have the gambling thing ready because that's what he do. Yeah, I mean. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, have Pan African James here. Watch me. I can't
But you know what's
African
crazy,
James.
yo?
I like Pan African James. That's my boy.
I actually
yo.
like Pan African James too.
I do, yo, but
I don't agree with a whole bunch of stuff you say now.
Yo, he said it with a straight face though, yo. I like when he read a piece of the article and forget about all the rest.
That's that copy and paste stuff he do.
He could have got us 10 years ago.
Doing his thing.
He could have got us 15 years ago, yo.
Doing his thing, you know what I'm saying? He couldn't, but you know what? He's contributing to something. And I want to know, I want to hear exactly from him or what that is.
Oh, you don't get him.
And I'm gonna let him talk. You know what I'm saying? I'll let you talk. I'm gonna let him talk. I'm gonna get him up here.
And I appreciate y'all, bro. So
man, we shutting it down, bro. I appreciate y'all coming out. This was a fun one. You know, we definitely gonna do some more of these. They got them coming up.
Look, Donnie say halfway.
Next week we're gonna be doing some politics stuff, y'all. So pop up.
Tribe Media. Hey, Tribe Media. It's DQ, baby. Tribe Media. Check. Tribe Media Innovations, we got them wait. What? Took a little minute, was patient, but now we take it. Anytime we want this game, my situation is entertainment intertwined with information. Alchemist soul, how we move the tassel and roll. It's amazing how we can turn something brass to gold. And we steady making hits. Architect with the prop and the scripts. It's logical that the product will flip. My boy Chef did the lineup, I'm fresh in the bitch. Carnivorous podcast, the newest show on the list. DQ on the boat, so I'm rocking the ship. While the music gon' be dope and the artist legit. Hold my beard, concrete cord, then step in the door. See, that's my man, and he reppin' for show. And true saviors, a player with flavor. Lexicon Taylor, lines on point like a laser. We need that paper, we building the vault. Cause you niggas don't listen, y'all be waiting to talk. Lack accountability and try to make it our fault. But opposing us is trying to arm wrestle the hawk. You coming up short on your re-up, nigga we up. Really wouldn't want to be up. I kick my feet up. My beef is wagyu and my trunk is all speakers. Bills is all blue and my blunt is all reefer. Responsible deniability, that boy eat